now.
Splendid.
Playing the intro. Well, I had the mic. Whatever. That's pro. This is pro broadcasting material right there. Are we
on?
Yeah, we're on now. I had the mics muted, but then when Streamlabs broke, it unmuted them. So.
Oh, so we had an auto unmute. Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
I'm not even in the right position.
Yeah, assume the position.
Butt breaking.
I couldn't.
Wait, did you watch that yet?
No, someone sent me clips of yet. What did you watch it?
Of course, I didn't watch it.
Why not?
I don't watch anything from Tariq Nasheed.
Bring back bad memories.
Buck breaking. This bullshit. Oh my god.
No, someone sent me some clips of it, but I haven't.
What the clips did they send you?
I don't know. I haven't.
The part that involved
them.
buck breaking.
I haven't watched.
Or was it a dialogue clip?
They want me to show them to you. They're like, "Oh, you got to show Drex and get a reaction." I'm like,
that movie, dude. I can't believe it, man. I don't know what to say about buck breaking, bro.
Tell us more about how you definitely don't, have anything to say about it.
I'll tell you what I do have something to say about.
What's that?
Female lawyers. Listen, let me give a shout out to my man Lex, who talked about he had asked the question if they're all CUNTs. And I'm not gonna say they all are, but I'll tell you what, Nick. God bless them. Because they know exactly what to do. They know how to get broke. They
know how to make other people get broke.
Yeah.
You're saying.
Well, no, like I mean, when it comes to professions, the top thought professions.
Yeah.
Female attorneys are up there.
Oh, okay.
Like they're not teacher, they're not flight attendant, and they're not nurse, but they're up there.
What about librarian? Where's that? I got questions now. You apparently have a hierarchy.
Okay, let me ask you guys in the
what
chat.
About gym teacher?
You better stop. I know exactly where you're going with that. You better stop. You know she was not busting no cheeks. Nobody was getting butt broken with you know who. Do you know what? Okay, you remember I told you that there's no such thing as a lesbian?
Yeah. You rescind it for one case? There's one.
There's one case. She was a lesbian. She was a full-on lesbian, man. Like, bro, she was okay. Was she a dyke, or do you think that she was just before the trans thing happened? She wasn't allowed to be the dude that she was meant to be.
Very, very language. Very, very language. I mean, the dyke. So she holds back water. I don't know. That seems very offensive to me that you would use those terms. Which one are you talking about? Because there were two.
Which one are you talking about? The one that starts with an S?
Yeah, that's the brown-haired one, and then there was the blonde-haired one, who's certified. Actually, got married. I remember.
Who was that?
The 8th grade teacher.
My 8th grade teacher was the dude, Mr. R. Stop! Stop! You know exactly what I'm talking about, don't you? So, dude, we
have to go out there on the field. Gotta work on them calves.
Do you remember? Okay, watch this. Okay, in top biggest calves of all time, where do Mr. R's rank?
The top, the pinnacle.
This dude, you guys, Nick and I had a gym teacher.
Olympic calves.
Hit Olympic, bruh. Like, okay, did you ever see him like when he's not in gym class?
He was always doing.
He was always doing calf. He did toe raises. I'm not joking, you guys. This man did toe raises. I was at it was a high school football game. I'm not joking, Nick. He did toe raises the entire time I was there. Like, when you're like watching the game, you look over from the opening kickoff all the way. He was doing toe raises the entire time.
Yeah, I
was like, bro, you serious?
Guys. Okay, wait a minute. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Law-Splaining the Interwebs. I'm your host, Nick Rekieta of Rekieta Law, a small law firm in central Minnesota. With me today in studio again is, from the MGTOWN podcast, Drexel.
Hello, everybody. I'm sorry that you guys stepped in on our dyke talk. I was going to ask the question, and now it eludes me. I was going to ask the people in the chat. Oh, that's what it is. I was going to ask people in the chat. List in the chat, you guys, what you think the top thought profession is. Because Nick, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna go with
ASMR streamer on Twitch.
No, because they aren't actually. Remember, they're projecting thottery.
Right.
I'm gonna say, okay, flight attendant number 1, flight attendant 1, nurse 2.
To be that.
What's that?
Like, imagine pretending to be that.
Yeah, that is kind of sad. But this is a special day. Oh, someone put nurse. Yeah,
nurse,
teacher, nurse,
teacher.
Yeah, flight attendant. Wait, oh my fucking hairstylist.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay.
Bruh.
Nail salon.
Yeah.
Too Asian.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to do some more digging when it comes to like the actual nail salon technician.
Is that weird that when I think of thottery,
social media marketing manager,
when I think of thottery, I don't think of Asian? Like, I don't know why.
I don't know why.
I literally don't. Like, it
Really?
just doesn't enter my mind.
I know why. They aren't as open about it. Like, Asians in general, like, okay, watch this. Ask Asians about
because they're
crime.
still telling their moms they're going to definitely be doctors.
Oh, of course. And here's the thing. When it comes to crime in the Asian community, you don't really hear about it, right?
Plumber. That's good. Wedding coordinator.
Ooh, gym instructor. Church organist. Pharma sales rep. Yeah.
Well, on TV they are. But in real life, are they? Yes.
Yeah, there's up there. But this is actually a special day, Nick.
This is
giving a shout out to our guy who would have been available tonight, but today's a special day for him. Our main man, Big Herc, who eventually will come on. He said he's down to come on. We just couldn't get him today. It was his anniversary day, so shout out to our man Big Herc 916 Fresh Out podcast. It is his anniversary with his lovely wife.
Oh, happy anniversary to Big Herc and Lady Big Herc.
Yep,
that's very cool.
Yeah, pretty good. Which of course is a contrast to the Sonya Curry, Del Curry 33-year divorce, because apparently there's allegations of bucker busting. But yeah.
You
from her, like she was the one doing it. Now, of course, now both sides are going to start saying,
she was the one making the allegations, or she was the one getting.
It was Del Curry saying that she was the one out here getting her back broke.
Right.
So yeah, it is what it is, man. But yeah. Hopefully, we're definitely going to get Big Herc on. Great guy. And he sent me some videos about like the shortages, all the food shortage. It's all a fucking hoax, bro. All this whole shortage of this, shortage of that.
Are there shortages? The only thing I'm short on is whatever I want from the grocery store. Not because there's a shortage, but just because for whatever reason I keep going and they're out of the one thing that I'm after.
I couldn't even get brie cheese today at your local store.
Well, that doesn't surprise me all that much.
I went over there because for whatever reason my daughter asked for
brie cheese.
I don't know. My daughter
you ask. Have you ever eaten brie cheese in your life?
Yes, I don't know where my daughter got this from.
You know where she got it from.
Somewhere on the internet.
She's watching these damn YouTubers.
Dude, you know what? For kids, Nick, I think the term is very apropos when it comes to these IG people. When they call them influencers, they actually like to us they're not. They're like, I'm not listening to these idiots.
Yeah.
But to people who are a certain age, Nick, they do influence their choices of video games, clothing or slang, whatever.
Oh yeah. Speaking of influencing the choices of video games, tonight we are not going to be talking about Raid Shadow Legends because last night we far surpassed the goal.
Great. That's great news.
So thank you all for that. And I will no longer annoy the stream with with frequent little animations and sounds.
I think it's even more absurd if you would have put it on there, even after you've reached your goals. It just stays up there saying like 123 of 100.
No, I needed to stop now because if they do another campaign in the future, I want to get signups then. So I don't want people to sign up anymore. So
your work is done.
Yeah, they did an interesting thing to me. They pulled the old they pulled a weird move that I gotta ask some questions about because so I had this deal worked out with the people, right? They send me the email. They're like, here's the agreement, here's the arrangement. You go ahead and do it. And we get everything done and set up. And then I get a contract form today.
No, that's supposed to be beforehand.
Yeah. And they're like, well, go ahead and sign this, which I don't have a problem signing it, but there's a provision in there that makes me a little curious because it says something about a commission fee coming out. I'm like, okay, wait a minute, because I know how much I'm supposed to get, but this commission fee wasn't part of the deal. So is that in addition? And I don't know. I gotta talk to him.
Oh wait, this is my ASMR stuff. Hold on. Oh, yeah. That's nice.
Now lick that mic. Now rub that mic on your nipples. Rub it.
Oh, you did just show me some savage shit upstairs. So for those of you guys out there, I have never seen an episode of Invincible. I'm aware of it. It's a meme, the whole think meme. So I never knew like what the context was and everything.
I don't even know what episode that's in.
I have no clue. But what you just showed me tonight, was that the second episode?
First episode.
Oh, so how long is each episode then? Like an hour?
Like 45 minutes.
45 minutes?
Yeah.
So in the first episode of Invincible, I see our hero savagely kill off the good guys. And I'm like, oh.
They got wrecked.
Yeah, that was, when you got brain matter,
Yeah, you don't mess with Omni-Man.
Yeah. Well, the thing with Omni-Man is that they all realized what kind of danger they're in once they were like, they're all in the same place. Like, why are we here? And then like, Omni-Man, because he wasn't his normal self, so they knew something was wrong. Now, if I were them, you would thought they would try to leave, right?
They thought they had to stop him, I guess.
I guess.
You weren't gonna.
They failed.
You weren't gonna.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm only on episode 4 of Invincible, or I've seen episode 4. So I'm interested. I gotta watch the rest of it when I gotta get around to it. But it's interesting. Yeah. I like it. I hear there's some key differences to the comic book. Of course, there always are.
Always.
And some people are not very happy with those differences. There's like
but they say that about
there's a race swap, and there's some weird, like in one of the episodes, there's some weird feminist trash going on.
Oh God.
I don't know, but it's minimal so far.
Oh, let me ask you this: how much feminist jargon are you willing to tolerate in whatever you're looking at?
It depends on the context of the jargon. Like if they're if it's some feminist spouting off before getting thrown into the fucking sun, I don't mind.
Of course.
Right? Like that's funny to me. But if the movie is preaching at me,
dude, that was a porn gif. I don't know if you ever saw it. It's a chick talking about, dude, someone in the chat I know has seen it.
Okay.
And she sits there. My homegirl from Italy, Valentina Nappi, did a mock-up of this same thing where she's like, in women's rights and we need to be respected. And all. The camera's facing like this, right? So here's the camera. And as she's spouting off the, and we need to, and we are the back, but all of a sudden, just a fucking dick just shows right down the throat, man. So, if that happened more in these shows when feminists talk, because as you know, I have a deep love for feminists. Nick, my love for feminism and feminists goes balls deep.
Yeah.
I love them. I wish you loved them as much as I did.
Why would I? Terrible.
You have feminist boys on repeat.
In Red Dead Redemption 2, they have the woman suffragist.
Oh,
or
do
whatever.
they?
And there's a guy got banned off of YouTube for killing her off in different ways. Like he roped.
How's that get you banned?
He roped her off and brought her to alligators and stuff.
Oh,
you can
does someone know about this?
Oh yeah, he was like that was his whole channel. And
wait, hold on. So he only got banned because it was a female, right?
But yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Because if he had done that to just random dude, I'm sure nobody would have cared, right?
Yeah, he may have gotten his channel back, but he did get.
Who's this dude? Oh, it says the videos are still up. Oh yeah, it says he's got his channel back.
Yeah, he got his channel back. Good.
Train tracks. Sure. Oh, his name is Shirrako.
For a while, they made her invincible because everyone was killing her out of protest.
Oh snap!
Yeah, you can do funny stuff in Red Dead. I saw one where you get a black companion, and so the guy brought him in the woods to the KKK rally.
Oh really?
It's just
his name is Shirrako.
Carnage can happen in that game.
Oh, yeah, here it is. Yeah, it actually pops up. Shirrako Red Dead Redemption 2 feminist. Oh, yeah. God.
You should watch it. Should we put it up on the stream?
Oh, this is the chick? Votes for women, abolish discrimination.
Here.
Oh, God.
Should we watch it on stream real quick?
Oh, definitely. This is going to be beautiful. Anytime I see something horrible happening to these demons, it's a good thing.
All right.
He deported a Mexican when he got his channel back. Damn.
Okay, we've got there's all sorts of stuff going on tonight,
why
guys.
Do you still have Cowboy Bebop up?
It's just leftover.
That show is a leftover, man. And not the good kind that when you reheat it, you're like, oh, that tastes even better than when it first came out.
Let's see this. Here we go.
So there's one that says women's rights, right? Where
annoying feminist fed to grizzly bear. Annoying feminist fed to alligators.
Is that him punching
feminist to the incest couple. Beating up the annoying feminist.
Oh.
This is all he did. One man versus 50 feminist NPC mods. The finale. The revenge of the annoying feminist. Dropping feminists to hell and killing the devil.
Damn.
Okay, let's just the first one I saw, I think this is the one that went viral, was the alligator. So let me
oh God, this is great.
Let me pull that up here. Go. And let's take a gander. Oh, we gotta have volume on this. We gotta have volume over here. Oh no, that's good. I gotta change this. I had so much nonsense happening here. Oh. Theater mode. What? That's not what I wanted to do. Almost ready, guys. It's at some point. At some point, I will be a professional, but not today. Is not that day. Okay, here we go. Here we go. You ready, Drex?
Let's do it.
Am an American. Come on, people. Let me vote. It's a national disgrace.
You think you're better than me?
You know, it's terribly important.
What is? Voting?
Yes, terribly. Once women get the vote, the whole country will stop making such a pig's ear of everything. There'll be no more wars, no hunger, no stupidity. We'll elect a woman president within the first 10 years, of course. You see, men are such judgmental prigs. You need us women to help straighten you out.
Exactly.
Okay?
I'm with her.
With us helping, I'm not saying there won't be trouble. I just think we'll do a better job of things.
I hope
It's
you're
turned
right.
out great.
Good luck.
I'll stand here until if I have to.
The inventory
don't
check.
Care. I want to vote. I am a citizen. I have a brain. Let me vote, you ignorant fools.
He needs that horse to show up.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Like this this
If
actually
it
made me
takes
want
until
to
the rest
play
of the
Red
20th
Dead.
century, I will
'Cause I-
stand here and
You know, all these games are too much work.
women need the right
What? Oh,
and it is
autosave.
everywhere
Oh.
that men have it. That's democracy.
Oh, he just put on a mask on his face? Oh, yeah, they can't know who it is. Oh!
Go! Get out of here, quick!
Well, how's she running that fast?
Yeah. She's less big than she appears.
Oh, he's gonna actually wrangle her.
When will this end?
Get her! Uh-oh!
Oh!
Oh no!
Control!
You dug your own
Save myself, you hear?
Got her on the horse.
Wait, he's getting shot at?
Yeah. Well, he got a wanted. You know, it's like GTA. So he got the wanted.
I thought he was doing the Lord's work. He wrangled the feminists.
Actually, they're probably just shooting at the feminists and missing. To be honest.
This is beautiful.
So anyway,
I hope we got Game of the Year just for that.
That's that guy. But he did a lot of that stuff. It was pretty funny. See,
Simps are shooting.
That's what open worlds are about. Oh, this fetch quest. No. Fetch a feminist.
Fetch a feminist, man.
Fetch someone.
Dude. So Nick, what do you think would happen if you could go back in time right before the 19th Amendment and you gave them like a glimpse into where we're at now with Thot, only simps, all this fucking...
Show them a picture of Hillary Clinton.
And be like, yeah, let me show you. Desmond is amazing. Feminist boys video. Like, imagine if they saw all this. They're like, no, it gets this bad. The choice you're going to make right here is going to end Western civilization. Oh, I guess we should probably not do it. And then you flash forward, Nick. We were supposed to have flying cars. I don't know about you, Nick, but I was promised flying cars by the year 2000, man.
Yeah, and that didn't happen.
It never happened.
That did not happen.
You guys remember that? Flying cars, watching Johnny Mnemonic. Yeah, hoverboards.
Self-tying shoes. Self-drying jackets.
Yep.
What is it? What is this? Back to the Future 2 is everything that was supposed to happen in the entire world. And none of it did.
Nothing.
Let me hit the early super chat.
Bill and Hillary on the beach?
What?
Today it's all Bill and Hillary on the beach? What picture is that? Uh-oh.
I don't know what they're talking about. What are you talking about? Bill
no,
and Hillary.
Someone said there's a Bill and Hillary on the beach picture. You know anything about that? I just saw it in the chat.
I don't know what that means.
That's a disturbing thought.
Okay. So I'm going to read some of these early super chats that came in before the show, before I forget about them. Richard Grubber says, did you hear about Lord Miles? Guy vacation in Kabul just before the Taliban took it over. He's a poster on 4chan's travel board. There's video. Yeah. I saw some of the stuff. Heard he made it out. Mike Hunt says, Nick, is your wedding ring not a gold band? No, well, this is my comfy to wear one. I have a titanium wedding ring that I have, but this is just my comfy wear around one that doesn't hurt your hand when you pick something up that's heavy. That's the worst part about men's wedding rings is because they're thick. Because if they were thin, that'd be stupid. But because they're thick, they pinch on a nerve right below your ring finger if you have to lift anything that actually weighs anything. Adrian Valladares says, question for Drexel. Would you rather suffer ED for 2 years or have the men around you sound just like Kermit while all the women sound just like Mr. Y for 6 months?
Ugh.
Not choosing results in both.
Yeah, I'll take the ED. Well, I mean, I've lived through ED before. After that,
2 years of ED rather than
how long?
6 months of all the men going, hi there, Drexel. How's it going? How's the weather up there, you tall guy? Man, you sure are tall. Can you reach all the cereal on the top shelf? I don't know about you, but I bet it's hard to get through some doorways. Whoa, your shoulders are wide. They're almost as wide as my girlfriend. Like that. That'd be all the, and then all the women be like, hey there, Drexel. How you doing? You sure are looking wide today. Not as wide as I'll be later. Right? Just 6 months of that. And you take 2 years of ED over that?
2 years, gladly.
Okay, well.
I went through 11 months of ED. And that sucked balls. Fuck.
Maybe if you weren't doing that, you wouldn't have had ED. Victor Phantasm says, hey, Nick and Drex, last night my stepbrother came to visit and listened to the stream with me for a bit. I told him the story about you and Drex and the blackface. He said he would have punched the makeup off of you. Now I'm no supporter trading blacks. Wait, now I'm no supporter trading blacks, but could we trade brothers?
You know what? One of the things that's so funny is he
would have had to get past that dodge. The dodge and weave.
Well, one of the things I find funny is you and I were upstairs with Lady Rackets looking at movies to watch, and like White Chicks is one of the movies up there, right?
Right.
And no one says anything about black people donning whiteface. I've never heard that come up.
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle's done it. Like a lot of black comedians have donned whiteface. It's meant to be ridiculous. In that movie, Nick, no sane person would ever think that they're actually women, right? Especially let alone white chicks.
Yeah.
Who's the biggest lover of that movie? Who loves white chicks the most?
White chicks.
White chicks.
Yeah.
Right? Like, and then black people love. I haven't heard one black person complain about Tropic Thunder with Robert Downey Jr. His portrayal of the black dude.
Well, see, here's the world we live in, right? No one cares what the context of my joke was.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no one cares what the context was or anything like that, because I don't have the backing of Hollywood behind the joke. So even though like my joke and the Wayans joke is in the same vein,
yep,
it's all in jest. No one actually cares. There's no hate. So even though that's happening, they get the credit. Shockingly, because it happened in Hollywood, they get an automatic pass. And it which doesn't make sense to me, because Hollywood is full of hateful, awful people.
It is.
But because of that, they predetermine in their mind, this must be funny and it must transgress a really long way to offend them.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas an out of context thing from a person they don't know, that they go, this is automatically bad, and you must go a really long way to get away from being offended. It's a dumb thing. It's like the Crichton effect. If you remember Michael Crichton,
The author?
Yeah, he talked about when he would read a newspaper and he would read a story from the entertainment section and be like, this is idiotic. This person doesn't know anything about entertainment. They don't know about movies. They don't know about books. They don't know about publishing. But then he'd go to a different section of the newspaper and read a story, and his brain would automatically trust it because it was in a newspaper. Despite the fact that in the section where he knew the business, he knew they were wrong.
Yep.
And it's the same thing. Like, your brain just short circuits to a default answer. So the default answer is, well, this Hollywood director and this movie, they're not trying to offend me. They're trying to make me laugh. Therefore, I laugh first and then have to work to be offended. Whereas the other one, they go, blackface is always wrong. Therefore, this person is wrong first, and you have to try and overcome it, which you can't.
Nope.
And which is why I don't apologize for it. And people are like, would you take it back? I was like, no.
I remember when I first came on your show.
Yeah.
That was almost 3 years ago.
It's called the Gelman amnesia effect. Okay, thank you.
Well,
I call it the Crichton effect. I don't know.
Red Fox and Archie Bunker. Yeah. Well, there's a prime example, Nick. I'm glad someone brought up Red Fox and Archie Bunker with Carol O'Connor playing the character. Is that black people love Archie Bunker?
Yeah.
And do you know why they love him? Because someone go like, man, dude's pretty racist. We love authentic characters.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what they're saying. We're like this. Oh, because we understand where this dude is coming from. Just like a white person can watch the Jeffersons. George Jefferson and Archie Bunker are really the same person, right?
Sure.
It's just one guy's black, one guy's white. So they're seeing the world from their viewpoint. Thus, a lot of their racism. So how do you get past the racism? What do you do, Nick? You take other characters, you put them around the racist dude so that the audience now sees the idiocy of the in this case, the patriarch, the main character.
Yeah.
Like this has been a trope in comedy, in entertainment, in storytelling for years. Like, you have to have a character who's just so indignant, and then the other people around him, like, obviously, he'd be complaining about Meathead. There's George complaining about X, Y, and Z, and like it makes sense.
Yeah.
Because like from this person's viewpoint, they're always right. Yeah. And then when they catch themselves being in the wrong, what happens, Nick? They get a foot in their mouth, right? Like
they learn something.
They learn something.
You know who is never wrong?
Who?
Al Bundy.
Oh man. Oh God.
Never once.
Dude, do you know how, so Nick, that was long before I knew about, just how most guys' marriage was. And I remember how much a lot of men of our era, when we were growing up, related to Married with Children and Al Bundy's character.
Mm-hmm.
He came home, he was a defeated man. When he put his hands on his dick,
he didn't care about
anything. And Peggy would be Peggy, and there's Bud, and there's Kelly. And he would just kind of have this face of, he started the whole no ma'am club and all that. Like, I can remember distinctly, like, okay, my mom chuckled, but my dad would laugh hysterically at the show. She would chuckle at like the general joke parts.
Yeah.
But anytime that, like, okay, prime example, Marcy Darcy, right? Remember her, the insufferable feminist chick? She was hittable. She was hittable. What was her man's name? Greg.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was Greg. So Marcy Darcy,
would
come over, and she would, of course, antagonize Al.
Right.
And then like when Al would fight back and all this, that, and the other, and like my dad would just be laughing uproariously about, like, even when Al would talk about fat chicks' feet, my dad would just be laughing hysterically. And you could just tell my mom, like, you shouldn't be laughing like that. You can laugh, but you should be laughing that hard. So
I expect a chuckle out of you, not a full-on belly
laugh. Yeah, it was, oh man, those were great times, man.
Yeah, it's just that's the weird thing. Like, I get a lot of shit for, oh, you shouldn't make those types of jokes. Not from the audience, obviously, because the audience here, they're good. It's always from someone who doesn't watch or whatever, and they always get uptight about the comedy. But it's like, you watch this stuff, you've heard these jokes, like the jokes I'm saying most of the time. Now, sometimes I got a real spicy one, but most of the time they're just as tame as you would get on, where the worst jokes come in. The raunchy shows for women.
Agreed.
Right? Because women love a raunchy joke when it comes on a sitcom for women.
Agreed.
Like they'll get the dirtiest sex joke.
Oh, you know what?
And they'll
let's be fair.
They'll snigger at it.
Who do you think objectifies more? Because I believe that men have they rein in objectification of women, I would argue, whereas Sex and the City, that whole lifestyle that Candace Bushnell pushed out to the masses, Nick, the Samantha character, right?
Yeah.
It was so over the top objectification, and it was like, I'm not gonna say it was like outright misandry, although it could go that route. That character though was so just, I mean, Nick, she had real issues with men, bro. Like real issues. And the jokes that would land, that women were like, oh, this is so funny. I'm like, okay, so it goes back to our point about what happened with like Lorena Bobbitt thing. Remember that?
Yeah.
When Lorena Bobbitt cut off her husband's wang, women thought that was funny.
Little racist against Asians there.
Well, you remember that shit, right?
Yeah.
Women were laughing.
Mm-hmm.
When have you ever heard a dude like laugh at it like, oh yeah, man, he cut off her boobs or cut?
Men were trying to figure out like a laser tripwire section. Like,
yeah,
when
right?
I go to sleep, I turn this on. She better not get near me.
Right? Like, dude, but a lot of women, dude, Nick, they found it funny that a man got his dick cut off.
Yeah.
And there was another case where the lady did the Lorraine Bobbitt thing and threw it down the garbage disposal. Turn it on. True story. And women think that, and it was shown on a talk show.
Yeah.
Some of you guys in the chat may remember what talk show it was, but all the women in the audience, Nick, were laughing hysterically. So I'm like, wait a minute, reverse it. He's the worst demon, in the history of the world, right? If a man like cut out a woman's genitals and threw him in a garbage, oh my God, he's a monster. He needs to be put to death. But when a woman does it, it's so funny. It's like, no, it's not funny either way. Like, no, it's not. So.
Low Pro brought up the truth there. Candace Bushnell told the Daily Mail she regrets choosing her career over having children.
Oh, yeah. God bless Candace Bushnell. Listen, I want to thank her, Nick. Candace Bushnell needs to be thanked each and every day for helping create hookup culture along with all these dating apps and everything else, because it has kept a lot of dicks wet. And these women are going to be miserable later on in life, right? I mean, it is what it is. Like, hookup culture is not good for women at all.
No, it's terrible.
It doesn't. Here's the thing. Now, there's been these studies like, oh, it affects men too. It affects beta males. Dudes are like, but I really want to fall in love. And shut up, simp. If you are a real man, if you are Genghis Khan, do you think hookup culture affected Genghis Khan when he slayed? Yeah, like 18 million women.
You know how tired that man was of swiping right? He swiped right on everybody. Well, I'm coming to town. Right.
Man, he didn't know what a left swipe was. Genghis Khan is like the dude, like Wilt Chamberlain, when he said he smashed over 10 grand, right?
Yeah.
And people were cackling, that's impossible. I'm like, yeah, Mike Tyson was talking about smashing like, between 20, 30, 40, even up to 50 Japanese women a day when he was in Tokyo before Buster Douglas, right?
He knew he didn't have that much time in Tokyo.
I don't got much time in Tokyo. I'm just going to run through them. So he was conquering. He had that mentality, right? That Julius Caesar shit. So I'm looking, Nick, men can literally just do this. They can literally pump and dump. Be like, oh, well, let me go do something. If you ask most dudes, okay, you guys, when you get post-nut clarity, after you bust, do you want to talk to this broad next to you? Nick, most times you're like this. The fuck is this bitch still here? Like, look, Nick, and I can prove, Charlie Sheen said it, right?
Yeah.
I don't pay her for sex. What does he pay her for, Nick?
Pay him to leave.
I pay him to leave. I don't want you here.
My wallet's over there.
Take the money.
All it's in it is what we agreed to. There's nothing else. I don't care if you steal the wallet.
We don't want to talk to you.
Just leave.
We don't want to talk about our feelings, our hopes, our dreams, our children. We don't. Just leave.
You either want to get to sleep or get to work.
Yep. One or the other. Or get to like whatever you were doing. Like, Nick, there have been times I can think about in the past, post-nut clarity. I'm like, fuck, man, I really shouldn't have hit this. But it is what it is. It was a slow Tuesday, right? My next thought, Nick, is always like some other shit. Like, man, you know what? That new Resident Evil does look pretty good. Like, Nick, my brain is already on some other shit. And then so when she starts talking about something like wanting to cuddle.
You're Willem Dafoe over here. Cuddle.
Dude, unless you're a certain type of woman that we have that kind of a chemistry, I'm not here to cuddle. Nick, what are we doing? Whatever happened to, look, there needs to be some new rules to hookup culture.
Okay.
There needs to be like some like time limits. Like just like in basketball, you have a shot
Would the
clock.
government enforce this? You got what, like a Fed agent, the hookup police showing up when she starts talking after you're done. No.
You just call timeout, right?
Technical foul.
Technical foul because you weren't supposed to speak. You were supposed to go ahead, get smutted out, and then bounce. I don't know, man. These things have gotten weird out here in the streets.
Okay, so let's say. Well, Victor Phantasm, your stepbrother. If he would have punched me out, I hope he's tall enough.
I still laugh that everyone thinks that you're short.
Yeah.
Even when we got to Matt Siri, and people were like, Nick Rekieta? I'm like, why do you guys think he's short? And then you keep saying it's the camera, but I'm like,
it's the camera angle. Not this one so much because I'm a little farther away and you can see more.
Before it was just your head. It was literally like.
And also I was in that chair, which came up like to here, above my shoulders. So it looked even smaller.
Do you know what I think you need?
What?
It's going to help your channel grow. You need like a throne chair. Like with feminist skulls on it and shit.
No. Maddcucks did the throne. Don't do the throne. He wore a cape and a crown. It was. Ooh.
Oh no! How bad was it?
No.
I saw his room.
No.
That was his room, right? With the
slime blanket and stuff, and
that's unacceptable. Let me just go ahead and give you guys a little bit of advice. If you want to get laid, don't have a Dragon Quest slime blanket for your fucking. Dude, don't have that shit. Period. Like have that for like when a kid sleeps over or something. You got a son or a daughter or something. Nick, even if. Let's say it was the warmest blanket of all time, right? And your buddy came over to sleep. And you're like, yeah, man, take this. This is what he'll do. Bro, a slime blanket? Look, got a garage. Look, it's like, yeah, well, it gets the job done.
But Maddcucks would have said, no, it's fucking cool.
And you just give him the look, right? Like, Nick, you ever get something, you just give someone that look like...
Victor Phantasm, no, I don't trade. We're not going to do that. Kay Bushelman says, Omaha's new health director wants a mask mandate, but has been denied by the mayor, city council, governor, and health services. She vows to do it anyway. Well, unelect her. Get these people out. Tet says, after 10 minutes, we get an A for the class, right? Yes. The Waltman 4 says, they start to panic when the California media starts slandering Larry Elder for the recall, and you can even tell Newsom is officially sweating. Oh, dude, I knew they were sweating the recall when Erwin Chemerinsky came out with his big-brained idea to somehow sue California California for an improper recall election based on equal protection. Again, if Erwin Chemerinsky is resorting to Lynn Wood's argument on the 2020 election for the Gavin Newsom recall, you know they're in a bad spot and they are very scared. And yeah, I hope Larry Elder wins.
I do. Wait, tell me you saw that article. The heading for that article.
Which one?
Is written by a German Shepherd, of course, right?
Oh, the blackface of white supremacy?
Larry Elder. I can't make this up. Larry Elder is the black face of white supremacy. Written by a German Shepherd.
I'm going to have to go fight him for that title.
Yeah. Yeah. you and Trudeau? Dude.
Well, and with the Governor Northrop, remember?
Well, but here's the thing, though. So Nick, here's the thing. You realize this real quickly, especially when you go out to California. They all, like they say, they use black people as trophies, as props, as accessories to build up themselves, right?
I only use them as accessory to murder.
Of course. So Nick, what are you in for? Murder. So you look at how they use black people, right? As these tokens, as these accessories. And I mean, black people are going to stay on the Democratic plantation forever. That's never going to change, right? So the beauty of it, though, Nick, is this. It's the simplest thing. They always, Black Lives Matter, Drex. These white, especially the women, the white liberal women, the Karens, right?
Yeah.
As soon as you step out of the line, the lane that they have for you, right? And you start, thinking for yourself, you start saying something that doesn't fit like the narrative. They're like, wait, what the fuck? No, black people are supposed to be this. And then that's when you realize, oh,
they only care as long as they control.
As long as they control your black ass.
Yeah.
As long as they control your black ass and your thoughts and what you want. That's why, if you notice, there was Chelsea Clinton put out something, Nick. I will never forget this. Someone put it in my Discord, man. They said,
smash or pass?
Fucking pass.
You
Chelsea,
said smash.
I didn't say pass. Oh, shut up.
You were going to say smash.
No, God, no.
Knew it. He caught himself.
Oh, God, no.
Let's remind the chat what just happened.
Yeah, hard pass. Hard pass. Oh. Oh.
We got to pick the...
Do we have any voice of? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus. Oh my God. Okay, wait, can you put that picture up?
You started with smash.
Oh! No, I said pass. Fuck that.
I take back everything I've ever
Oh my God. Oh. Oh my. Oh. Hold up. No, this is true facts. Young Hillary looked 10 times better.
Oh, yeah.
Young Hillary was not horrible.
No.
She's not horrible. I don't know what that thing is. I don't know, dude. What does Chelsea look like to you? She was struggling in her teens. Like, remember we were in like,
it's like, okay, that's an awkward teenager, whatever. Right? Like the
Bush girls look better.
You give kids like
you give them a pass. You give them a pass.
Because, like, by the way, have you seen Barron Trump?
No.
My man Barron is huge now.
Is he? I haven't seen him in years, man. How's he looking?
Because last time I remember seeing Barron, he was like 11, right? And he was next to Trump. Big he is.
Let me see.
Look.
Wait, that's not him.
This is
no.
Look at
There's no way.
Hold on, I gotta zoom out.
There's no way.
Trump's like almost around as tall as I am.
He's
like 6'2", 6'3". So Barron's like 6'7".
No way. Really?
Look at him.
Look, Barron Porzingis. Yeah, he does look like Kristaps Porzingis, though. Holy shit. How old is this kid?
14, something like that.
No, how old is he? No,
Guys, how old is Barron? He's like 14.
No
15. He's 15.
Are you serious?
He's going to be just stand dunking like Shaq.
But you've noticed this too, right, Nick? With a lot of these kids these days, minus your own, these kids are getting like freakish sized. Like, you'll bump into a kid and they're like, yeah, I'm 13. Like, what, you're 6'4"? At 13?
Dude, did I ever tell you when I was playing soccer, we played in a...
Oh, he's going to be slaying. Dude, when he gets to college, he's going to put up those Wilt Chamberlain numbers on body counts, man.
Well, I was playing soccer, right? And we under 12. We're in an under 12 tournament. And this dude, we played Minneapolis. This dude walks on the field. He's taller than my dad. And he had a beard. We're like, can we get an ID?
Yeah, we need birth certificates. We need birth certificates.
He was on the roster. He played, and he wasn't gangly and goofy. Like, he was actually good.
Oh.
So, rap.
That shit's whack. It's
little kids running around. Did you just say that shit's whack?
Yeah.
God, I hate you.
That shit's whack, man. No, do you know where you saw that the most? It was Little League Baseball back in the day. Is that there was always that kid that it was like, the 12U.
Yeah.
Dude would show up with a full fucking beard, and you're like, wait a minute.
Spitting tobacco.
Yeah,
out.
you're like, wait, what? Like,
Yeah.
because most boys don't even grow any facial hair till like 13, 14 is like the earliest.
And they get their little their one
Little like
mustache,
whiskers
then,
and stuff. Yeah, little
one,
peach fuzz.
And they get that little weird thing going. They're
This
like,
dude had a full beard.
Yeah, what up, girl? You see this facial hair, girl? What up? How you doing? You know what? I'm older than you think I am.
Oh, man.
Oh, that dude was, we got destroyed.
I bet you did.
That guy played forward. Anybody on defense is just getting mauled.
Oh.
It was awful.
Look, then I drug tested. Dude, do you remember the whole scandal with the New York team? The Alamonte kid or whatever his name was?
No.
It made national headlines. Remember?
Basketball team?
Baseball. Remember that? Like year 2000. Remember that? He was flaming out kids the entire, like pitching no hitters, right?
Oh.
And they were like,
okay, yeah.
he's 13. Everybody's like,
You look 30.
bruh, you look like 19, bro. Like, and he had man strength, right?
Yeah.
So, and the pitcher's mound is closer at that age, right? So he's throwing all this heat, and these kids have no chance, right? They're 13U, right?
Yeah.
Come to find out, because they ended up winning everything, right? Little League World Series. Come to find out, he was clearly over it. He fake documents. Now, here's my problem.
Imagine faking documents to play Little League. Like, I know what I'm doing. I'm getting out of prison.
It's
I'm
like,
gonna be 13 again.
Oh yeah, 4-year picture.
They should do that movie. They should do 30 going on 13.
Yeah.
Right? But have it be a guy getting out of prison and going back to play Little League, just smoking kids all over the place.
I'm telling you, man. Yeah, he was old as shit though, man. Yeah, Barron Trump. I did not know he was. Dude, I remember seeing him. He was like a little boy. Like
yeah.
What happened?
He came up to like here on Trump. Like I said, he was like 11 when, during the election.
So when did he hit this growth spurt? Like
in the last year, man.
Dude, I remember I remember like clearly looking when someone said Barron Trump, I was like, oh yeah, little cute little kid, handsome little dude. And all of a sudden he's this dude.
Oh, jeez.
What happens if you're Donald? Are you like looking at him like, what the hell? Like,
been feeding him right. Got that Kentucky Fried Chicken. It's wonderful. Look. Some women you feed them a little fried chicken like Rosie O'Donnell. They blimp out sideways. But a good, strong man like Barron, you feed him fried chicken. He grows up very big, very nice.
Dude, Trump is going to be his biggest cheerleader going forward. I mean, dude, when this dude gets to college, it's over. It's probably over now. But it's really going to be over when he gets to the college age, Nick.
Well, he does have a little bit of a handicap, though.
What's that?
He's got the autism, I believe.
Does he?
I don't mean that in an insult way. I'm pretty sure. Can the chat help me out? I'm pretty sure Barron has diagnosed autism, if I remember
Melania's
that right.
milk. Oh, so Chelsea has a face like a foot. Bro, her face, Nick, that is in the top most unfuckable faces I've ever seen.
Okay, the answer to does he have autism? IPS being says he's an anime fan.
Oh, damn.
Nailed it. There you go.
Yeah, he's definitely not done growing either.
Yeah, what depends? That's the thing you always wonder. Because some kids do like sprout up real quick and then stop. And then other, like, I think I was still getting taller until I was 20.
Yeah, I remember leaving high school. I think I grew another, I want to say maybe 1.5 to 2 inches, maybe something like that. Damn.
So no, he doesn't have autism. That was a media BS thing. And then other people saying he does. So I don't know. Maybe. What even is autism? I don't even know. These are words that have no meaning. They have no meaning. They just have the meaning that the press wants to use them.
But Henry Cavill does well with it. That's Anna's dude, though, man. Her snippet over Henry Cavill is legendary.
It's sad.
It's hilarious to me.
His arms, like he can't even clap. His arms are so short. I'm trying.
That's so fucked up.
They're so short.
Hey, Anna, I tried to stop him. Shout out to Anna, by the way. Shout out to Star Wars girl. I tried to stop Nick with his hatred of your boo thing, Henry Cavill.
I don't hate him. I just feel bad for the disabled.
Do you think he has a handicap sticker?
Well, he would, except he can't reach the spot on his car where he's supposed to put it. He's supposed to put it on the windshield, and he's like,
well, that video that your wife showed us was no joke today. The dude who lost his hands.
Ooh, yeah.
Was it 500-ton press?
Yeah,
Tragic.
A sheet metal press.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, man.
Yikes.
Hopefully that dude's doing well.
Well, he's out there speaking now, so.
That is a dude. At 16, I think that's what made that story heartbreaking to me.
Yeah.
I mean, Nick, think about it. The rest of your life is gonna just literally be different at age 16.
Yep.
Like,
although, on one hand, would it be better to adapt to that earlier rather than later?
Dude, let that shit happen to me right before I kick the bucket. Like, Drex, we need you to just help with this sheet press real quick. Yeah, I got it, man. Damn, that shit looks a little crooked. Ah! And then, like a week later, like, yeah, well, Drex, you're 93. It's over anyway. Yeah, just go ahead, man.
I can see you working in a factory when you're 93. That shit is crooked. Walking over there with a walker, pulled my back muscle. Big Nick
Which
Energy,
I did today.
Big Nick Energy says, my fiance has the coof.
Ooh.
We found out 4 days before the wedding.
Ooh.
While my family is en route from Louisiana to here in Alaska. From there, it's been a tidal wave of buckery. Recommend me a whiskey. Also, first super chat. Hey, brother. Good luck with it. That calls for a manly whiskey.
You got that?
Yeah. That calls for a manly whiskey, and you should have some Lagavulin 16 year for that. You should be able to find it. Also, you know what? The best part about things that go wrong with weddings is that years later you get to just laugh about it because it doesn't actually matter. The wedding ceremony is so important until it's over. Rad Bell says, hey guys, you are keeping me company while I pack for a flight back east for the funeral of my grandmother. She just died of brain cancer. Damn. Well, sorry to hear that, buddy. Peace to you and your family, man.
Shit.
Painful Buggery says, when watching Invincible, keep in mind that Omni-Man is Kakarot, not Goku, and Invincible is Gohan is Great Saiyaman. I like the series because it's a what if Saiyan showed up in the Marvel DC universe. Things don't go well. The Bad Burrito says, Hillary on the beach. I'll go get friends and we'll push back into the ocean. Oh, terrible. And then Gundam Touched Me says, as a professional virgin, I can relate. Oh, come on.
Relate to what?
I don't know. I don't know what he can relate to, but he has Yellow Flash's avatar and says, his name is Gundam Touched Me. So.
Oh no. I'm going to look up this Bill and Hillary at the beach picture. Bill and Hillary beach.
Yeah. So, what do we got going on today? There's some stuff. Oh, I've got that one story to tell you.
Shit. This one?
What is this? What are you talking about?
That is the opposite of sexy. Okay, it could be any number of pics. It could be this one, Nick. See that? Now that they're much older, we're not gonna rag on old people, or it could be this one when they're younger. Hold on. Let's zoom in on that. Get some of that Hillary. Do you see that somebody edited this? Look.
You made her dummy thick. Oh, terrible.
Look at that. Look.
Terrible.
Dude, there's nothing sexy about Hillary's body, man. It still looks better than whatever that thing is that you guys showed us last night. Remember that in the hospital? The one that you said her body looked like melted ice cream?
Yeah. That was a big chick.
I don't know, dude. It was COVID, right? Like, oh, did that chick ever respond to your DM?
Yeah, she wanted to she wanted to get me involved in some crypto coin purchases.
Oh, I see.
So like that yeah, it was very urgent. It was very urgent. So guys, yesterday there's a lady who told a fat lady who got diagnosed with COVID that she should have laid off the snacks maybe and maybe done some exercise instead. And then a bunch of people were what?
Someone put Hillary's body type is unfortunate.
But
that is savage.
But so then, someone else is like, you shouldn't make fun of fat people. It makes you look small. And so I replied that looking small was the point of the post. That was the joke. And then she replied to me, DM me right now. And so I didn't. Well, I did on the show, but it was, a couple hours later. And then after the show, she had DM'd me back. And she's like, are you holding? And I'm like, what the fuck are you even talking about? I don't know what this is. Because the only thing I know of are you holding is a drug thing, right? Like, are you holding? Do you have weed? And I'm like, what do you mean?
And then she made you holding crypto?
Yeah. She's asking if I was holding any stock or the investment positions. And she's like, I got these 3 coins that you need to get in on right now before Big Pump within the next hour. Like, I'm going to bed.
Yeah, smart decision. No. Smart decision.
No, I was like, I'm not going to, I don't know you. I don't know you at all. So that was weird. She was nice and all, but it was just like it was way out of the blue, and I don't really I mess around with that stuff. So let's see. We've got I got this story to bring up, Drex. We were supposed to talk about this yesterday.
Oh, what is this now?
I mentioned it yesterday, but Pokimane. This is Pokimane here. What do you rate Pokimane?
She's smashable. I mean, she's just regular looking chick.
Okay, well, I mean, many people think she's like the most beautiful woman on the planet.
Who?
Well, a lot of guys watch her.
Wait, isn't this the same girl that was like trying to groom some like underage boy at a video game tournament?
I don't know if that was Pokimane or not.
Do you guys remember who that was? I remember hearing about that. I want to say it was like a Smash Bros tournament or something. Street Fighter. It was a fighting game tournament. I don't know. If any of you guys remember that, I swore it was Pokimane, right?
Maybe. I don't know. A lot of dudes think that she's super gorgeous or whatever. I think she looks fine or whatever. But
she's not unattractive. I just
okay. So she apologizes for using AAVE language. The Twitch variety streamer Pokimane apologizes on Twitter for overusing African American language in her latest stream title and VOD title.
Oh, I got it wrong. It was Cinnpie. Sorry, Pokimane. Cinnpie. That was the one who was trying to groom some like clearly underage boy at a damn gaming tournament.
Senpai is a chick?
Yeah.
Okay, because I only know of Senpai is Home. And hey, what happened to Senpai is Home is also very funny.
What happened to Senpai is Home?
He got catfished hard.
Oh no.
He got catfished hard.
How bad is hard? Woo. I mean, was it like Tua?
I mean, and then all the DMs got leaked, right? Like all these cyber sex DMs with this like 38-year-old man.
Oh.
But oh god, it was.
You know what? Here's the thing. But if you get catfished, everyone just kind of it's like a push, right? It's like it is what it is, man.
It isn't what it is. What do you do?
Here's the thing. It sucks, right?
Are you sitting out here sending like hey, I want you to be my anime waifu?
No.
Okay, yeah. See, you dropping the cyber sex text to the women all the time.
But here's what I'm saying: if you're checking
I hope you get catfished.
I hope I get catfished.
How many times have you been catfished?
I don't know. Honestly, no. Do I believe I've been catfished before? Absolutely, because In fact, I was actually just talking about this today with my girl J Love, right? As you know, there's a screening process, right? And we live in this digital cyber era, right?
Uh-huh.
And when people don't or can't FaceTime or that shit, I'm like, yep, done.
Right.
I ask simple questions. I'm like, look, send me a picture with okay, let's say your name is Stacy.
Yeah.
It should say, "Hi Drex, it's Stacy." See you soon with today's date, right? Because there's no way that picture could be on the internet.
Drex is doing the Reddit verification.
Oh, is that what Reddit does?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. So that's what I do. I do it for women. If a female or someone who's on that receiving end who pretends that they're female, if they can't do that, deuces. I chuck the deuce up. Or if you send me a picture and I put it on it was called Tin-Eye, and it showed
before or after talking about diddling booties. Is it before or after that? Like, do you warm it up first? I just want to know. I want to know if you're out there and there's some guy like, oh, yeah,
diddling booties. So you have to do this screening process because Nick, a lot of people are out there using stolen pictures from the internet, whatever.
Yeah.
And if someone does that shit, if you do reverse image search, and that shit comes out that it's some just something stolen, yeah, I'm good.
I love that
Deuces.
you some people don't believe in Darwin or whatever, and that's I'm not getting into that, but you have proven adaptation because I've seen you use technology, or should I say, I've seen you abuse technology.
How did I abuse it?
You're terrible at it. You're worse than me, which is embarrassing, and you should be ashamed of yourself. But that's okay. So I've seen you just regularly fail at using technology because you've never really been that. You play video games or whatever, but that's about it.
Yep.
Yet you've adapted the ability to reverse image search.
Oh, you goddamn right. These bitches out here, they're out here playing games. They're out here fucking lying. These hoes are lying daily. They lie 25 hours a day, Nick. They have a reserve hour for fuck shit. Like what happened to our boy Bob Dylan, who's getting a 56-year-old Me Too allegation.
Yeah.
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 Dude.
It's just funny to see the adaptation in the wild is right there because you had to. And
oh yeah, well here's the thing. If the goal is smash, right?
Right, yeah, no.
And so if my goal is, man, I see something I like, right? I see the shit I like. Communication. Okay, we need to progress this into the part where we're smashing, right?
Yeah.
If there's any weird shit that has that there's that small window where I'm like, if any weird shit happens, right? If you ask for my credit card number, done. If you say that you're sick or something, done. Anything that is not, we're meeting up at this public place, right? Because hey, pro tip, gentlemen, always go to a public place. Do not ever meet at someone's fucking house or have someone come to your house. No. You wind up getting set up like that. We know someone who got set up. Our boy who rides with Starbucks. You remember when he got set up?
No.
Oh, wait, that's right. Yeah, he got set up and got beat up.
Oh.
Yeah, it was some of that like Craigslist kind of shit where this is a girl he actually knew. Like he was
did
dating.
He have a boyfriend or something? Or
it was
Was he just getting mugged or was he getting punished for talking to a chick?
I don't know what happened. I'll have to ask him, but he said that he was like going to get some stuff from her place. Something happened. He was going to her place and he ends up getting jumped. And so when he came to tell us the story, like my brother and I looking at him like, bro, you got set up. No. Get this. She told me it wasn't a setup.
That's exactly what someone setting someone up would say.
I can't make this shit up, man. Guys, she told me she didn't set me up, bro.
As the internet's lawyer, let me just tell you, if someone says, I'm not setting you up, they are.
They set you up. Oh, you know what the best is? My mom was watching, I think she's watching like Columbo or something, right? Because my dad loves that show. He happened to be on. And my mom made the comment about anytime she goes, you always know it's kind of like the Scooby-Doo mystery, right? When someone's trying to help you solve a crime, Nick, and they're like, hey, got any leads? You guys,
yeah,
I'm available. Whatever help you need.
That guy always did it.
That was the guy who did it.
Wait, what did OJ say in prison? Why are y'all looking at me? You should be out there getting the other guy. Let me help you find him.
That's the real killer. I'll help you find him, Nick. Look. And I just got to do the... Yeah, he's one of the original HMTs, man.
Let's see. We've got this. Oh, yeah, back to this. Popular Twitch variety streamer Pokimane has apologized to fans for using African American vernacular English in what appeared to be a mocking way. She reached out to fans on Twitter today around 4 a.m. in a very late night tweet. So here was her title. She said, "On God, for real, it's bussin' in here," and included 2 100 emojis and 2 fire emojis.
Why is she apologizing for that?
Look, I brought you on as an expert in African American vernacular English because I needed an authority on this. Because I don't actually know, like, is that African? Like, first we need an authenticity check. Is this African American vernacular English?
Here's the thing. This is not specific to, like, you know, black people. This is more of just, this is like hood rat shit. This is just like, inner city, like, slang. We're like, yeah, man, on God. That's
what's on God?
It just means that you're emphasizing. It's like when someone says the same thing twice. Like, remember in Goodfellas?
Yeah.
He's like, we'll get the papers.
Yeah, Nikki 2 times.
Yeah, Nikki 2 times, right?
Right.
So you'll hear someone say this, like, they'll say for real twice. Like, they'll go like this. Like, they're like, yo, man, nigga, that's for real. And you're like,
yeah, that's not black though. That's French. That's Latin languages do that. They will double say to emphasize. And it's an emphasized expression.
Yeah.
Okay, but like I always
thought, the 100, like, you know, and that's 100 with a little fire, all this shit. Like, dude, listen. Well, Pokimane is not in the wrong.
Keeping it 100.
Yeah.
Right? Like that sounds black.
Yeah, you hear a lot of people like, well, here's the thing though. If you were going to call this Ebonics, right? I don't know all this AAVE. I've never heard of that shit.
Whoa. AAVE, please.
I never heard of this shit.
I speak a little jive.
Oh my God. So if we're to say that Ebonics is just that, right? Nick, everyone picks up everyone else's slang, right?
Yeah.
That's why if someone hears a phrase or something, they pick it up and they include in their own vernacular, right?
Yeah.
That's just what people do. Like, where does slang come from? At some point you heard something, or what the hell, what did that mean? And I mean, look, our kids use slang. Like, not many kids.
Insufferable amount of slang.
I know, it's awful. It's awful.
Stop.
It's awful. But where are they getting it from? They got it from someone they saw, and that person got it from someone they heard. You see what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is.
If any of my kids say, on God, for real, it's bussin' in here, I'm going to slap them.
You should.
I mean, like, stop watching Pokimane. That's the trouble. That's what I'd be mad at. What are you doing?
Yeah, why are you watching Pokimane?
You need to stop.
But here's the thing. My problem, as you know, Nick, is the apology.
Yeah, so
I
here
ain't apologizing for shit.
Sorry for the late night tweet, but wanted to apologize if I overused AAVE in my Twitch title today. Was not aware that some of those terms were AAVE. I don't think most of them are, though. I think it's more internet lingo.
What?
Like her little title. I mean, that seems more internet-y than black.
No, people still say it in real world. More often than not, though, because let's face it, more communication is done now, Nick, through text, right?
Yeah.
So
that's what FR, like, somebody out in the world might say for real, but FR means for real, and it's a text abbreviation.
Yep. SMH.
She has plenty of characters for saying for real
yep.
in her title.
Yeah, but it's so ridiculous, though. I don't understand why she's apologizing, though. Like, and like, first of all, let me ask you this: who came after her?
I don't know that,
because someone had to,
I don't
like,
know if anybody did publicly. I think it was behind the scenes. Others chose to mock the streamer for being too woke. Good. Some fans insisted that the streamer needed to do better, while others insisted they were going to downgrade their subscription for the apology. Good.
Yeah. Dude, don't apologize. Like, here's the thing. If you're Pokimane, this is my advice to Pokimane. Whatever you say, I'm gonna say it like this: whatever you say, just be genuine about it. Like, if those are the terms you really use, and you're like, oh God,
look, genuineness and Pokimane may not coexist.
I bet. I've never even seen. I've only heard of this person a few times.
Pokimane's the one one of the times you probably heard about it was it came out that Pokimane had a boyfriend and there was a Cinnpocalypse.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
Did that turn out to be true?
Yeah.
Did she get rid of her boyfriend?
Of course she did. Look,
did she get rid of him though? Because usually,
she didn't
oh,
I mean, she said because people are like putting some things together. They're like doing you got the montage of detective work happening. The internet putting together that Pokimane has a boyfriend.
So how are they doing this?
I don't know how they fucking. Who cares? Like I don't care about Pokimane. Here's the thing. When you do social media all the time, right? Mm-hmm. My Google News feeds me news about other social media people. Mm-hmm. I don't care. Like I don't go searching for these stories. They just pop up. I'm like, oh, this is funny. Mm-hmm. So yeah. So I don't know how people figured out that Pokimane had a boyfriend other than saying she's probably like she's a 6 and she's rich. So she's probably got a boyfriend somewhere or something akin to a boy. Right? Mm-hmm. Like the logic would dictate that Pokimane's not going to struggle finding a guy.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So, people started calling her out. And she was like, you know what, guys? My personal life is not on. And it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, because you didn't have a boyfriend, you would just say I don't have a boyfriend.
Yeah, and then it got then it got out.
Do you know how easy that is to be you and I? Because I can just go like, yeah, I'm single. I don't do the dating thing, and you can be like this. I'm a married man.
Oh, here comes the internet autism wheels. Like, where was Drexel at this time?
Right, but you see how easy it is. Like when you are something, you don't have to hide. You don't hide your wife. You're like this. Yeah, I'm a married man.
Hide your wife.
Hide your wife. Hide your kids. They raping everybody. So Nick, neither one of us has to like lie about our status. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You go through life. It's very well known that you're a married man with kids. It's very well known that I'm a single man. It is what it is. Well, I'm masculine presenting transgender lesbian, but it is what it is, right?
Yeah. I can't believe you dead gendered yourself live on stream.
Well, I mean, I'm gender fluid.
What you have to do.
I'm very gender fluid.
Frederick Little says, question for you both. If you could pick one video game from your childhood to be remade into the current generation of gaming, what game would it be?
Ooh. So are they saying like it's getting upgraded, like, graphics, like just production value? Is that, or like full on remake?
Remade into the current generation of gaming. I don't know what that means. I think that can mean a lot of stuff.
It can mean a lot of stuff. Do you know what I'm going to go with? I've been hearing bad things about Metroid Dread, which kind of broke my heart. So I'm going to go with, if I had to take a game that I could snatch from childhood and reupholster it to current day, Super Metroid.
I knew you were going to say that. Once you said Metroid Dread, I was like, he's going to pick Super Metroid. That's the one. I'm going to pick
Operation Wolf.
Legendary Wings.
Wait, let me ask you this. How would Contra feel if they like spruced up Contra? Because you and I played through Streets of Rage 4 and they got that shit right.
Yeah.
Streets of Rage 4 is fucking lit, man. If y'all don't own Streets of Rage 4, man, go ahead and cop that. You saw River City Girls is adding Marion from Double Dragon.
No,
right?
I didn't see that.
Oh, I gotta get it's a River City Girls too. Yep. I gotta go back and replay. We gotta play thugh that one.
Custer's Revenge. You stop it. Stop it.
Oh man, Goonies 2. Oh shit.
There's a lot.
Son, hold on. Kick him.
Who?
Death Trout. Superman 64. You're a troll. You're a troll. Superman 64 is hot garbage. Nick.
It's pretty bad, man.
That shit's whack.
Dark Sun Shattered Lands. Good game. Hard game.
Contra 4. Okay. Yeah.
There was that Contra for PS3.
Oh my God. I was supposed to buy you that. That was going to be your Father's Day present. Someone put R-Type in there. There's a new R-Type final on Switch.
I know.
Nick,
I don't want to do it.
Wait. You're going on your trip. You're leaving on Thursday. I can buy it tomorrow. I'm going to go to Walmart, you guys, and buy Nick R-Type final 2. And I want Nick to suffer on that plane with a Switch in his hand.
Actually, here's another legit answer.
Oh, Jet Force Gemini.
I want Castlevania Symphony of the Night on Switch. Why won't they do it?
Inexplicable. Like, dude, it's on mobile.
Yeah.
Nick, it's how could that game be on a phone?
It's on mobile. All I have to do is bring my controller.
Oh yeah.
I can Bluetooth an Xbox controller to my phone.
You could. But it's just not the same. It's easy to just have it on that device. But Nick, there's been so many. Oh man, someone put Wizards and Warriors. Dude, Nick, You know what's crazy?
Fortress of Fear.
Do you remember getting hit by the arrow that you got like 80% and you were like this?
You couldn't even see
You couldn't see. You're like, how'd I get hit? You jumped like this. Like, and then the leg, Nick, the little dangle.
Dude, Wizard. See, the funny thing is Iron Sword is hard until you play Wizards and Warriors 3.
Curls, visions of power.
That game is so hard.
Dude, well, here's the thing. People forget about Iron Sword is that Iron Sword is so hard, they take a continue away from you when you progress.
Yep.
So, do you remember when we were at your place with our man, Scotty G? He almost like had he almost like collapsed because he couldn't breathe.
Because of the ghost?
Because of the fucking ghost.
And
the ghost.
There's this spot in Iron Sword where there are these ghosts. It's on the earth level. The ghosts go back and forth. And Drex jumps up and lands on the platform. And this ghost, he's at full health. This ghost goes, broop, broop, and he drops like 95% health. And then he gets hit again immediately.
I die.
Over.
Respawn. And I respawn. And Nick, you're my guy was like this. Look. He tries to swing and the ghost goes like this. Died again. Scotty, he's dying. He's like, bruh. Because Nick, you get to that point in that game, you can't lose guys.
Nope.
Well, because you lose that continue. So once that happens, you have to make it to the top of the mountain at the end of the game.
Oh god.
With at least 2 guys.
It was
in full magic.
That was terrible. Someone brought up Faxanadu.
Oh man.
I got to the
How
spot.
about Friday the 13th?
You know, I was playing through Faxanadu. I was like, I'm on a mission. I'm gonna beat Faxanadu. Drex, there's a dungeon where you start at the bottom left of the screen, and there's this number, right? Where you have to go across, and you have to jump up, and you have to go across, and you have to jump up, and you have to go across again. So it takes as long as possible to get through. And there's a dude at the top who goes like this. And then the screen flashes and you take damage and you get bounced back a little bit.
Oh, that's weak.
So it's like you're running, jump, and if you don't have enough potions, you just die then.
Do you know what game I was expecting you to say? You actually disappointed me.
What?
I was expecting you to say Metal Mech. I was expecting you to say Battletoad. Dude,
Battletoads got remade for the current.
That never happened. Never happened. Nope, never happened.
See, that's why I think this is like a double-edged sword, right?
Mm-hmm. I think what he means is, what game would you like to see like remade for the modern time with the same quality, like in terms of like its quality getting boosted by modern technology? Because when you showed me Battletoads, my heart sank. Because I remember I was like, oh my god, I got Battletoads coming. I was like, oh, this is great. And you're like, it ain't what you think it is. I'm like, how the fuck
it would have looked like. It ain't really.
And then I saw it, and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
It's
the Dark Queen, Nick. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah,
this is garbage.
Yep.
You know what a game that doesn't get its due? Do you remember the Sunsoft game, Batman the movie? Do you remember how hard that game was?
No, I did not play that.
Oh, Nick, it was so hard. It was so hard, man, for no reason.
Let's see. I got another story, but we got 2 super chats here to grab real quick. 3 now. Frederick Little says, question for you both. Wait, I just read that one. God damn it. Okay, so Gundam Touched Me says, make sure you always follow the rule. MMORPG, mostly man online role-playing girls. Women aren't real. Only men with fun stacks. Yeah, there are no women on the internet. That's true.
Oh my God. Guess what someone said, Nick?
What?
I saw someone say Oregon Trail. Dude, Smash TV. We just talked about that.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you this. How come certain games don't get like remake? Because
sometimes it's hard to find who actually holds the licensing agreement for it, or because I know that like when Doug was getting Earthworm Jim stuff, like nailing down who actually, like who from Interplay, because Interplay is like owned by like 3 guys now.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all like, they don't do anything. They didn't make a ton of money, so they're just random people. And so like finding the person who actually has the rights to some of these old games can be really, really hard. It
I
all
can see
depends.
that. And they're probably like not on social media. They're just kind of guys who just do their own thing. I can see that.
It's just hard to track down. Like, who would it be? Like, because if you look up interplay, I don't know that you find the answer to that really quickly.
Yeah, Double Dragon.
Smash TV is great. The thing with Smash TV is right now bullet hells are like they're
back in,
indie
man.
games.
Yep.
And so
I think that's one of the easiest ones. It's like, so Nick, you and I are playing, a modern Super Smash TV, right? We got left analog, right analog. And, shoulders can be like, you can add like some new thing, right? Like, or how about this? As you get power-ups, you can switch weapons or something.
You get a dodge roll,
something.
weapon swaps.
Yeah.
The one thing that I was saying is you need to make the characters, 25, 30% faster.
Yep.
And then you can double the amount of bullet hell that you already had.
Agreed.
And you'd have a really fun twin stick shooter.
And I would say they can do what Enter the Gungeon did, which is have the game be a different game every time you play, because Smash TV was the same game, you just had different routes. You see what I'm saying? You get different. So wouldn't it be that much more fun if we popped the game in every time we played? The layout was different, and some of the bosses were different. Like level 1, you had, let's say, like 3 different types of bosses. Level 2, 2 different, like, and that would increase your replay value. So that'd be great, man.
Yeah, well, they do that with shit like Diablo and stuff. It's procedurally generated, so you can have a different game every time. It'd be really easy to do that.
Oh shit, Splatterhouse.
Splatterhouse is good.
Oh man, damn.
Lawgic Project says the Philippines are banned from the Little League World Series because every member of the team was older than 18.
Oh shit, really?
Bat Gamer Show says, "Hi Nick, I hope you enjoy your cake. I sent mods said to pay you to promote my cake store, the Real Bat Store on eBay. Also, you should watch Dark Knight Returns part their masterpiece 1 and 2. Okay. Guys, you can check out the Real Bat Store on eBay if you wanna check out where to get some stuff there on eBay. He's got a whole bunch of different stuff over there. So don't mind the logo. Okay. Mutant League Football. They kind of have done that with Blood Bowl in a weird way.
Bring back Blitz, NFL Blitz. Bring back
J. Patrick Pote. I plan on playing The Ascent, but I am playing right now. I'm playing Mortal Shell.
Oh shit, Dino Crisis, man.
Dino Crisis.
Did you ever play those games?
No, you know what game they need back.
Oh god,
I figured it out. You're way wrong. The Nintendo Bible Trilogy.
Those games were easy.
Those games are
dude.
Grab these sheep, bring them across the stage full of pitfalls and rocks.
They can bring back Cobra Triangle. They can bring back, dude. There's some
River Raid. Cobra Triangle was hard. Oh, what was that game where you were the car?
Spy Hunter.
Yes,
Spy Hunter was hard as shit. Holy shit, that game was hard.
That
like,
game, because they did remake it for PS2.
Did they?
Yeah, it was like a PS2, like a Forza style, right? So you've got the thing and you're playing Spy Hunter, but they had unlockable of the original game on it. So what do you think? What do you think I did?
Of course.
So I'm sitting there. We unlocked that, and then I'm playing the original, going, "This game is
so
impossible."
Hard. It's so hard, man. Well, some of the things that happened during that era. You remember the 16-bit era when we got Flashback and Out of This World? Our man M had that. He had Out of This World.
I had.
We were blown away when that came out.
I had Out of This World too.
Yeah. It was our across the way neighbors, M's neighbors, who had Flashback on Genesis, and you remember both those games use that same special chip, right?
Yeah.
We're playing through these games, Nick, and that was kind of like the 16-bit era. They really did a lot of different things, like. And I'll tell you a game that could actually work with new mechanics in terms of movement and all that. The Clock Tower games, because it changes from point and click. You see what I'm saying? Like I think Until Dawn did a great job of that, like letting you play through all these different scenarios with different people.
Castle Quest, 100 rooms of incredibly difficult.
That was like Adventures of Lolo. Remember those games?
Yeah,
those ludicrously hard games. Like god damn. Dude, bring back Star Tropics, man.
I remember when my grandma beat Castle Quest and my grandma beat Castlevania 2.
Really?
Yeah. She used to play Nintendo all the time because my my grandpa would have to go over to like Russia or the Middle East or whatever to work in oil refineries. And so she would she was home.
Yep.
So like, yeah. So I'm like, hey, what you up to? Oh, I just beat Castle Quest. Like, you did? Why?
Yeah, right. Yeah, you know what's crazy is like by modern standards, Nick. If your grandma was still around and playing games, that would be like a huge channel because, dude, there's like a gaming granny.
She was so funny.
She's so funny,
dude.
And dude, Nick's grandma, who I think had like 500,000 operations.
Yeah,
literally.
She lived through so many different ailments.
I don't know how she did it, man.
Brain tumors, various multiple cancers. Even got bit by a brown recluse on her cheek, so she had for a while a hole in her cheek. It closed up.
Yep.
But
and when she would like laugh it off, like, oh yeah. I'm like, damn.
She had one vertebrae that wasn't fused.
Ugh. Yeah, your grandma was tough, man. It's funny because, you know, I've always said this, Nick. When I was watching the React channel when the kids played through the first Last of Us, the only one that matters, I said, you know what? Non-gamers give you so much more insight into a video game because if you and I play games, Nick, we played through a million games. Like we know like the tropes. There's just these little nuances. It is something about a someone who that's not their normal thing. When the things they see playing a game, you're like, holy shit, huh?
Yeah.
Just the way they interact with the game, it's really interesting, really fascinating.
You always kind of have that outside perspective.
Yep.
Speaking of an outside perspective, so you know, I'm in a war apparently with Arnold Schwarzenegger. I found this out just because I did a YouTube video about Arnold saying "screw your freedom," "screw your freedom," or whatever. So he says that, and so I did my little video, and now people are like talking to me all the time, like, "Oh yeah, you wouldn't say that to his face," and it's like, well, I mean, sure I would. Like one. Because I know for a fact Arnold isn't going to take a swing at me because he's like, what, 70?
He's about 70.
And he's also a public figure, so he's not stupid.
Well, we talked about this. When Arnold got drop kicked in the back and he literally turns like and looks.
Yeah, he laughs.
And he laughs and the guy goes, I want the Lamborghini.
Yeah. And
so he ain't going to do shit.
No, of course not. And I you know what? Like, as much as I think that Arnold had a really shit take there, I also think Arnold is, just decent enough of a person that if someone criticizes him, he go, yeah, well, I disagree, and that'd be the end of it.
Yeah.
Because he's a grown-ass man. But on the internet, everything's a fight. However, I just want to point out that Arnold is losing this fight, and I take all the credit for it. So his screw your freedom remarks lead to a sponsorship loss. A sponsorship loss for the Arnold Classic. His annual bodybuilding competition, the Arnold Sports Festival, has lost a sponsor. It's also known as the Arnold Classic, by the way. And which I think is interesting to note that in Arnold's prime, he probably would not qualify for the Arnold Classic today.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so Redcon 1 has pulled their sponsorship.
Dude, I just realized what this is.
What? Oh, stop it.
No, look, check it out.
Oh, look. Oh,
no,
hold on.
Dude. I thought this was hair. It's scratch marks.
What are you getting scratched by? I can't see.
I was
Scratch
like,
marks from some indecent activities.
Let's go with that.
Okay.
So I'm sitting there like rubbing. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like, how did I get hair behind my fucking like shoulder? I'm like, oh.
You know, hair does grow on shoulders and backs and stuff.
Yeah, now I never had like the hairy back thing. Mm-hmm. I did get shoulder hair as I got older, and Nick, for no reason. Like I'm looking at my shoulder, right? Look.
Look at this asshole over here.
Look at that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, like 5 hairs just randomly on the top of my shoulder. Any of you guys get that in the chat?
You ever heard of a pair of tweezers? Like, just pull them off.
Yeah.
Get it waxed. Get it waxed along with your vagina. All right. So anyway,
it's Arnold. Yep.
So Redcon 1 pulled the sponsorship, and it's their reasoning is very clear. So here's what Arnold said. He says there's still people who live in denial and still people who don't believe in masks. And then he said, there's a virus here. It kills people. And the only way we prevent it is get vaccinated, wear masks, do social distancing, washing your hands all the time. Not just to think about, well, my freedom is kind of being disturbed here. No, screw your freedom, because with freedom comes obligations and responsibilities. You have the freedom to wear no mask, but you know something? You're a schmuck for not wearing a mask. So then Redcon1 says that they pulled it specifically over the screw your freedom remark. Says, me personally and everyone here have always loved Arnold. Over the years, I've overlooked a lot of stuff because we love him so much. When someone says screw your freedom, I can't, and Redcon1 can't in good conscience continue to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars sponsoring that person or show. So that's that. And Arnold tried to walk that back pretty quick before the cancellation.
Do you think he just said that like in a...
He was worked up. So
what was the context he said it?
You want to watch it?
Oh, yeah.
It's on here.
I mean, I'm aware that he said it. I just never knew what the context was.
55 minutes. Fuck. Why don't they have the... Okay, I'm not going to dig through that. It's somewhere else.
Someone just did me dirty in the chat.
What's that?
I talked about whatever these like 5 little, wiry hairs on my shoulder. They said use the ball cream. Oh, that fucking ball cream. Fuck Dirty Dan.
Yeah, so Redcon1, they pulled it, and it again, they're like, it's not about the masks, it's not about politics, it's literally over the line, screw your freedoms. Which I agree with. Because if I was sponsoring something and someone comes out and says, screw your freedom, it's like, how can I do that? My position is one of liberty. So he sought to clarify his rhetoric. He says his screw your freedom quip is a little much. There's nothing that I'm more passionate about than keeping America great. It's the only subject that can make me lose my temper. And then they have a press release because they got a new sponsor, right? And Mutant Nutrition. And this is the only thing that can... Oh, fuck you, Arnold. Go away. The only thing that can make him lose his temper, but this is my thing. They had a real bitchy announcement for their new sponsor. So here we go.
Don't say it's Megan Rapinoe.
No. Mutant Nutrition is the new sponsor.
Oh, okay.
And so he says, no matter your creed, color, religion, or political beliefs, the Arnold Sports Festival welcomes you with open arms. Recently, however, one of our sponsors decided they could no longer support the Arnold Classic after Arnold Schwarzenegger said that freedom comes with responsibility. Little misrepresentation there. We thank Mutant for their longtime dedication and support of the Arnold Classic, our athletes, fans, and the sport of bodybuilding, especially during these difficult times caused by the coronavirus pandemic. But we know that the Arnold Classic will be back bigger, better, and more importantly, safer than ever, thanks to partners like Mutant. So I just found it a little, again, a little disingenuous, a little bitchy.
It is. Dude, I think I have an actual problem with my right knee, Nick. Like, legitimately.
Your knee was swollen. Yeah, you've got
Dude,
a problem with it.
So I'm pressing in. As I'm pressing in my left knee, right?
Yeah.
The pain's not there, right?
Right.
I do the same thing to my right knee, and it's noticeable. Like there's like damage that's been done. So I showed Nick and Lady Rackets my right knee, and it's not looking so great. It ain't looking so hot.
Maybe you should have.
Shit.
Maybe you should have not heard it. Jackson.
Oh my God! Time Crisis.
Yep, Time Crisis.
They can remake that any day, dude. I miss arcades.
They're gone. They're dead.
Yeah.
Have you seen the arcade in the Burnsville Mall?
Oh, isn't that
There is
sad?
one. No.
You talking about downstairs?
No. It's headed towards. So it used to be over by Sears. It's headed towards either JCPenney or Macy's. It's the other wing. And you know where the escalator is in the middle of that arm?
Yeah.
It's like where Games by James used to be.
Downstairs, like in the food court.
No, it's on the middle level where Games by James used to be. It's the size of this office.
Stop.
That's the arcade now. It's awful.
Dude, honestly, a part of me, here's the thing. A part of me doesn't want to see it because like it hurts more to see it than
when
to just...
When was the last time you went to that mall?
What was it now? August? Okay. I remember going there. I don't quite remember when. It was a while ago. But it's been during the lockdown shit.
During the lockdown? Because last time I went, we were over there.
But before that, I only go there to like get my glasses done because I still shop with them.
50% of the stores were closed,
if not more.
Yeah, it was.
And whatever's left is either going out of business. Dude, how many restaurants are in the food court right now? Like 3.
Yeah, 2 or 3.
2 or 3. Like, dude.
I saw people standing in line at the Asian one that was still there. I was like, what are you doing?
Oh.
Just leave the man alone.
The man. Well, one of the biggest problems I have with seeing things from my childhood that I hold very dear is, I mean, Nick, that was the spot. Like all of our like lives were interconnected, was the mall growing up. Because think about it, where else did you really like connect with people and meet outside of school back then? There's no social media. No internet, the mall.
It was just the mall.
It was just the mall. So to grow up when arcades were such a big part of your life, and that's back when Nick, do you remember like the gap between home entertainment and arcade was huge? Remember that?
Yep.
You went to an arcade and you played like San Francisco Rush, like 2049. You're like, this is fucking awesome. You're sitting down in a fake car,
just play
shifting
Samurai
gears.
Showdown.
Yeah.
I guess you could buy a Neo Geo.
Hey, Dad.
You have $700
in the early 90s. Like, yeah, so you want a Neo Geo? They saw that price. Fuck you. You ain't getting shit.
Those games were $120.
Yeah, bruh. If anyone who owned a Neo Geo had to be Asian or rich or both.
Okay, I also see Good Logic in the chat. Guys, Good Logic caught a ban from Susan for talking about the vaccine. So he caught a 7-day ban with a strike. Reportedly, he's appealing that decision, but there's not a lot of hope for getting that thing overturned.
Rise from the grave. Rise from the grave. Alter Beast is my shit, though. I can't lie to you. Oh, Nick, there's a game that would be great. Remade.
They did remake Alter Beast.
No, not Alter Beast.
Okay.
Space Harrier. Space Harrier in VR. Tell me that shit wouldn't sell.
Yep. That'd be good.
Updated graphics, all the crazy. You remember all the crazy effects? Space Harrier in 3D or in VR, I meant to say, would be that shit's lit. I gotta blow Susan's back out, Nick.
Jackson Kai says some users said they would downgrade their subscriptions. Is the most simp thing I've ever heard. I'm not going to stop paying you because I still hope you'll notice me one day, but I'll pay less. Jackson Kai also says you skipped my $20 super chat. You owe me a remake of Skies of Arcadia now, or at least a sequel. Died with the Dreamcast. Damn.
Oh, man, I see some great games that these guys haven't. Dude, someone put Dragon's Lair. We remember that game used to cost $1 at the arcade. Do you remember that shit, Nick, when it came out? You used to walk in the arcade, you were like, oh, my God, this looks awesome. And they were like, $1?
And all you had was one button.
One button. You had one guy. You missed Nick, game over. You're like, oh, I died. I didn't get in the drawbridge. Game over.
I got eaten by a dragon.
Gone. Yeah. They were $1. Dude, fucking dragon.
You sitting there just trying to hit that damn button.
Hey, Nick, Carnival remade.
Yep. No. Carnival never needs to be remade. It should never have been made. Carnival is the source of most of my trauma in life.
Oh, man, that game.
That game was so fucking hard.
Oh, it's on PC now? Oh, dude, someone put Einhinder, man. Einhinder might actually just be literal perfection. Nick, I can't get that game, man. Here's the thing. I have to own it, right? And I know I'm going to have to pay quite a bit to get it. And, dude, I don't think you can find that game for anything less than like maybe $120. I still got a PS1, though. What the Oh, they had to go for an hour? Wait, there was no arcade where you live? Oh, who's that? Oh, Clarissa. That is sad news, man. The arcade was, all remakes are woke. Yeah. Yeah, I guess what Nick and I are saying is if these games were remade in the modern era, non-woke, like same quality, just with upgraded technology. Because, oh yeah, someone put Crazy Taxi. You guys remember, what was the name of that game, Nick, where you were in the car?
Lucky and Wild.
Lucky and Wild. Oh, man, one guy has the wheel, other dude has the gun.
Did you, do you remember the Die Hard
trilogy?
Arcade game? Yeah.
Die Hard trilogy arcade. Yeah, buddy. That shit was real.
Yep.
Oh, my
I had
man,
that
John
on
McClane.
PC.
Really?
Yeah.
How was it?
Great.
I bet
You
it
could
was.
drive through the park and just running people
Well,
over.
hell, they remember back in the day they had Star Wars trilogy at the arcade.
Yeah,
Dude,
the
there
one where
was-
you had to block the lightsabers and shit.
There
That
was
crazy.
so much. Nick, do you remember one of the things I miss about the arcade? Do you remember just how loud it was? Because you went to the mall and did you notice how muted everything was, Nick? Like you walked in, it was like this.
Yeah.
Nothing. Just muted. Like you heard like footsteps or something, a couple of little things, but you're like, Jesus.
You go into the arcade and it's just uproarious.
Oh,
sound.
dude. For those of you guys guys and gals who weren't around back in the day of the 80s, and especially the 90s when arcades were really, Nick, do you know what the turning point was for me? It was Street Fighter 2. Because arcades were always a thing. Street Fighter 2 is when that went global. That was like a truly viral game, as in.
You know who the best Street Fighter player of all time is?
Who's that?
DSP.
Oh my God. Oh yeah, he did have a terrible joystick. Dude, what was the name of that game, Nick? The sniper game. Silent Scope.
Silent Scope.
Oh.
Man, when you pick the second path and you've got my dude running down the football field with the hostage
holding the
over
hostage,
his shoulder.
go like this. And he was so I want you guys to imagine this. You have the scope. You're like this, right? The dude is running down a football field and you have to take the shot. Nick, take the shot. He's going like this. He's running and turning.
You got to drop a bullet leading him.
Yep.
And you got to have that bullet hit on his head.
Yep.
And if you hit her, you lose lives.
Yeah, game over.
And guess what? You're going to lose lives.
You're going to lose. Oh my God, man.
That game was
Solve
so
the Primal
hard.
Rage. But Nick, the arcade era was so important back then. So many friendships were developed in arcades. You know what? And you actually learned quite a bit, like even like common courtesy, like putting your token on the machine. So I'm after you. Yep. Okay. And Nick, do you remember?
You got a line of quarters.
Line of quarters or tokens if you were where we were. Dude, people used to go get food because the line for Tekken was so long.
Yep.
If you got there at the wrong time, you're like, bro, I got fucking 12 tokens. All right, I'm here. Who am I after? Okay, it's you, then you. All right, I'm out. Because the time it took to play a game, so you went down, got some Philly Steak Grill, came back.
God, I miss that fucking Philly cheesesteak grill.
Nick, it was a magical time. That hot Asian chick who worked at Osaka.
Yeah.
She was hot.
You want chicken? You want chicken sample? You want sample? You try it.
Dude, I don't give a nobody say, man. That Asian chick that worked at Osaka was bad. She was a baddie. I mean, she was like I think she was like second or third gen because she could actually speak like regular fluid English.
But she didn't when she asked if you wanted that sample.
You want a sample?
You want
You
sample?
goddamn right I want that teriyaki chicken, girl.
A bunch of the hot chicks from our high school worked at the Baskin Robbins for a while.
They did.
That was good.
That was a thing.
This is
That was a good time. It was a good era, man. I can't wait to finally go back and write all that.
There was none of this 9/11 nonsense.
There was no 9/11.
No Patriot Act.
There was no masks.
No Obama.
No, no Obama. It was, dude. But Nick, you know what? You talked about this before, where even if there was a president in office that was not the party that you wanted, it didn't really matter. Like, because everyone got to make fun of every politician, right?
Yeah.
It was fair game, and it wasn't like if you're a Republican and there was a Democrat in office, okay, it is what it is, and vice versa. It's so divided now. And Nick,
now every election they talk about it being the end of the world. Like, and they learned this. I think it was when Bush's re-election is where they started this. Where like, if Bush wins again, the world is over. And then it's gone back and forth, like from everybody. Every time it's the most important election in history. Yep. Nothing could have, like, once this happens, you're never going to go back and all this stuff. And it's like, God damn it.
It's why Nick. It's why I miss the 90s where music, like nothing was. This is before woke, and when you listen to music, Nick, guys could go from genre to genre, and like, yo, Nick, you listen to this shit, and there was nothing. Now people just act weird about everything. Like, it has to make this statement and shit. Like, dude, just listen to the fucking music, man. Either you like it or you don't. But the 90s was a great time, man.
TV TVOR11 says, I'm a 95 baby. Missed the heyday of arcades, but I work in an arcade now fixing games. It's not the best, but we have Final Fight, X-Men versus Street Fighter, and Project Justice. Wish I could have been there for the golden years of it. Man, I'm telling you, Tekken Tag Tournament.
Dude, the era between Tekken 3 and Tekken Tag. So you're talking like that was like 97 to like 2000, 2001. It was that gap where, I mean, Nick, you remember, guys were in that arcade. It was literally some sun up to sundown shit. Because Nick, that was our version of what Street Fighter was. Like if you listen to when Street Fighter hit, right?
Yeah, we
were young kids when Street Fighter 2 first hit. So, but the people who were like, teenagers then, right? Or like young adults, like somewhere like after high school, they were playing Street Fighter all day. They were like going to the arcade, like any waking hour where they weren't physically have to work or were doing whatever. They were at the arcade playing Street Fighter 2. Like that's how big it was, and that's what Tekken was at that period of our lives, man.
Hold on, this is an important super chat. Amoeba says, "Bro, I have to stop my kayfabe for a sec to say Burnsville Center Philly bomb is still the bomb. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 boy here.
Gonna take you for a ride." Oh man, do you remember that Dreamcast, man? That Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on Dreamcast. Well, you know what, Nick? Dreamcast actually represents, to a lesser extent, the PS1's Tekken 3.
Yeah.
It was like this sad moment because when you got Tekken 3 on PS1, you pop it in, hit play, you get the CGI intro, right? Oh man, look at that. There was a sadness though, because as you're playing it, you're like, this is damn near 1-to-1 to the arcade, right? And so Nick, think about this. Within 5 years, the gap went from we're playing a bastardized version of Street Fighter Turbo on Super Nintendo, right? This is not the arcade. Yeah, it was good enough.
Or when you play Killer Instinct.
Killer Instinct was really compromised.
The Super
on Super Nintendo. Yeah. It was compromised, right?
Yeah.
But once you got to Tekken 3 in particular, you're playing Tekken 3 and you're like, bro, this looks basically. And the real turning point was Tekken Tag. Because Tekken Tag on PS2 was smoother textures. It looked better than the arcade. And Nick, by the time Soul Calibur hit on Dreamcast, we knew arcades are done. Once the game looked better at home, or equal or better at home, you were like, so I buy this game for $60. That's it.
50 at the time.
50 at the time.
Yeah.
That was it, right? You paid it one time. You went to the arcade, bro. You were 50. Every play was 50 cents.
If you only paid 50 to play Tekken, you were terrible at Tekken.
You were terrible.
You had to drop at least 100 to start getting deep.
Oh man, you were dropping fucking money back then. What a great time, man.
Yeah, it was good, man, and it's gone. But all we have left are the memories.
It hurts. I'm not gonna lie, man.
The worst part about arcades now is it's all just fucking mobile games.
Hey, you want to play? What's that? The one where you're
jump?
Where you guys running and you just have to move them and jump them.
Oh yeah,
Castle Raider or something. What the hell
whatever.
is it? Temple Run. Or how about this? Mario Kart in the arcade. Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
Why am I playing Mario Kart in an arcade and giving you money?
Do you know what was funny? Like, when I would go get some quarters and go, like, my parents are like, "What are you gonna do?" I'm like, "I'm gonna go to the arcade." I'm like, well, here's $1, right? And then you go, but then you get on that Mortal Kombat and you start just beating everybody.
Yeah, if you were really good at something and you could really, and that's what made fighting games unique.
Pit Fighter, stop.
Oh,
you got to get the kick guy and slam those buttons.
The little double kick. That game was terrible.
That game's so hard.
It's so awful though.
When there was a couple of those games where they tried to do that. They got the photograph.
Yep.
Like the photograph sprites. And they're like, oh, we can animate these things.
Oh, you know what the best one was? Wait for it. Street Fighter, the movie, the game.
Oh.
Do you remember how awful that was? It was, dude, if you guys remember Street Fighter, the movie, the game, it was god awful.
Actually, though, I'm going to tell you, I got the real deal. I got the lowdown on this. The best fighting game of all time. Whatever you're thinking of is wrong. Street Smart. Yep, that's right. And those who are out there who know, who've played Street Smart know that Street Smart's the greatest fighting game of all time. Everybody knows. God, I love that game.
Well, I'll tell you what's missing from games now, Nick, is you can't have this just because of the nature of games. You just push start and you keep playing, right? Continue screens. Remember Final Fight? Hagar was going like this, trying to blow
up the dynamite,
the fuse.
Yeah.
Ninja Gaiden. Do you remember how savage that was?
Ninja Gaiden Arcade was great.
You're tied down like this. You're going like this. There's a buzzsaw coming at your chest, and your guy's going like this. It's like, oh shit!
You remember that? Like you hop up on the signs, you grab on, do the kicks.
Dude,
Ninja
oh god,
great.
Karnov, Rostan. For any of you guys who live in the Chicago area,
Rostan with that game's.
You look like Conan.
You always play the intro, like you watch the intro and you're like, oh yeah, I can play this game. You start playing it, you just get worked.
Dude, we used to just lose. We were at Embassy Suites playing that game as a kid. I can't remember why we were at Embassy Suites, but we're there. And we were like, yeah, we need more money. He just looked at us like, are you fucking serious? We're like, no, we're going to beat it. I wish my dad would have just told us, you're not going to win. You're just losing money.
Oh my gosh.
That was great.
Yeah.
Shaqfu. Yeah, so Shaqfu had great animation. Was wasted on such a bad game. I don't remember the anime. All I remember was the game was bad. So did it have good animation? I can't remember.
No.
I just remember the game being bad, man.
Oh wait, they did the remake.
Did they?
Yeah, so I got to find the classic.
Oh Jesus. NBA Jam.
Here we go.
What about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters, man?
Yeah! I wonder if Shaqfu's going to copy claim this. Here we go, Drex. Here we go. Look at this. Actually, you know what?
Those are good animations.
The animation's really smooth.
Oh my God. He was right.
I mean, the gameplay is terrible.
It is terrible.
But the animation is clean. Okay.
I
stand corrected.
And the backgrounds actually look like Nick. It actually, he's right. It actually does look decent. It's just the game is bad.
The animator was the one guy who cared about the product they were making.
I'm gonna make this special.
Oh my God.
Oh shit. Yeah, damn. Yeah, I gotta.
Is this thing copy claimed? Oh, I don't think so.
Someone play it on stream one day. Oh man. Remember Eternal Champion and all that? Wait, what is that?
I remember. Oh, I've got one more news story to look at.
Oh shit.
Eternal Champions is interesting. When you could get that EGM, Electronics Gaming Monthly, you could get the damn finishing moves.
Finishing moves, yep.
Because
back then you didn't. I mean, how did you know, right? This is before Game Facts, dude. You know what, Nick?
Oh, look!
Go back and replay
Armor
the original
Yoshi. The art style of Shaqfu is garbage, but the animation itself, not the illustration, but the animation is nice. The way they moved was good, especially considering this is on SNES and Dream and Genesis. But the art style is terrible. Everything about Shaqfu was bad except for how well it moved. But I did not call the Nintendo hotline all the time. I am proud to say I've never spent money on any sort of hotline thing ever.
I never did. I know that was a big thing back then.
But I did call 1-800-I-FEEL-OK.
I knew you were going to bring that up.
All the time. Dude, I called it constantly.
How many of you people in the chat remember OK? The
OK Cola.
The pop. It was like every pop combined into one. And I don't know why Nick, we just let it was in a gray can. And we just said, yeah, man, it had the quirky, like newspaper almost like look to it.
Yep.
I gotta look that up. I gotta Google that. OK Pop.
You didn't play SNES? What are you talking about? I didn't play SNES. I played SNES all the time. I didn't have a Genesis. I had a Super Nintendo. Which just turned 30, by the way, yesterday, I think. God, y'all are old as fuck. You have no idea, brother. Okay, so here we go. Here's the this is a legal story. Did you hear about the cheerleader whose case went all the way to the Supreme Court?
Look at okay, man. Damn. A unique fruity soda. Yeah, it was fruity. I remember that.
Did you hear about the cheerleader whose case went all the way to the Supreme Court?
For what was the grounds?
She didn't make the cheerleading team that she thought she was gonna make, and so she went on like Twitter or something, put fuck cheer, fuck the school or whatever, fuck everything. Basically, she's pissed. She tweets that. She gets suspended from cheerleading for a year because of that, and because she made like the junior varsity team, but not the varsity team. And so she got suspended from cheerleading for a year, and I think she may have gotten a further punishment at the school too. And she tweeted, after school hours from off campus and everything. So she went to the Supreme Court and won her case that she was allowed.
How does that make it to the Supreme Court?
This is a free speech case, and it was an interesting one. How much control does a school have over a student's off-campus speech? Yep. And the Supreme Court says, actually, the annoying thing is they said, yeah, they probably do have a lot of control over off-campus speech. But in this case, this is protected First Amendment speech, and the punishment was too harsh or something like that. So this person tried it. This 13-year-old was on Snapchat and just pounding liquor as a 13-year-old. Drinking binge on Snapchat video is not protected by the First Amendment. A judge ruled in declining to order the girl's school to allow her back on the volleyball team. So 8th grader's mother filed a motion seeking an injunction against the 45-day suspension that was imposed by the North Platte School District in Dearborn, Missouri, a small town north of Kansas City. So 8th grader goes on Snapchat pounding liquor, obviously against the school's no alcohol policy, and then tried to claim that it was protected First Amendment speech. No.
So here's the thing. You're joining an illegal action.
Yeah.
It'd be like saying, hey, Nick, I'm doing a drug deal on Facebook Live, right? That's protected. No, it's not.
Yeah.
You're doing an illegal act. You can't do something illegal as a minor and then be like, oh, I'm protected. No, you're not.
Yeah, that one didn't work out for her.
Speech and doing something illegal are two different things.
I just thought this mom was like a super Karen here.
Oh, did she go over the top?
Because it's the mom who did this. So the player gets banned 45 days, which is like half the season.
Yep.
Right? It's a lot of time to get banned from volleyball. But
what was she thinking though? Like,
wouldn't you be backhanding your fucking kid?
Because
like that's
binge drinking it. First of all, hold on. Skirt. You're binge drinking at 13?
And you're broadcasting it.
And you're broadcasting?
Two separate bad issues here.
Huge issues. And that usually involves getting ran through, but go ahead.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. I'm like, why is the mom sitting here trying to argue? First of all, look, if you don't like that, get your kid out of public school.
Yeah.
But second of all, you can't expect them to say, well, if she hadn't posted it on Snapchat, everything would be fine.
Yep.
Because we still have a no alcohol policy because the kid's fucking 13. What are you doing? The reason I grabbed this story is because it reminds me so much of what's actually wrong with people in general. We had so much time where the parents are looking to blame like everybody else on this stuff. And it's like, hey, you know what? You need to tell your kid, what the fuck are you doing?
Yep.
Drinking on. Could you imagine? Hey, Dad, I got banned from basketball for half the season. Why? I was binge drinking and recorded it and sent it around to everybody.
You get mad at the school? Like,
will you go to court? Yeah, asking your dad. Will you ask the court to overturn my banning from basketball? What's he say? What's he say to you?
Fuck no. And one of the things I find funny about these kinds of stories, though, Nick, is we are older. We were the last generation that kids actually got their asses whooped. This is a key thing, Nick, by other people that weren't your parents. other adults had open range on my ass as a kid. Like, if you saw me acting up, you could be literally any other adult, not name my parents, and grab me like, oh, you think that's okay? Pull out a belt, whoop me, and then tell my parents, which the worst whooping you will ever get in life, Nick.
Is the whooping you get from your parents after somebody else?
When someone else had to, because this is so for those of you guys who don't know, this is the era, this is the last era where the family name actually did mean something. So your behavior and how you conducted yourself in public, how you conducted yourself in the neighborhood did mean something. So like, you didn't want somebody like, oh, you know, those Jones boys or those are bad kids. You didn't want that hovering over you.
The Jones boys.
Those Jones boys.
Who was I thinking of? Those fucking kids who lived in the cul-de-sac down 175th. Who are those kids? Jake. Oh God, your brother got in a fight with one of them.
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. No, those are the ones that I told you about, the twins.
No. That not the twins. They had like kids different ages. They had one kid in my grade and one kid in your brother's grade. And then I think they had a young... I'm pretty sure Kelly Ireland ran over one of them when she dropped her cell phone.
Oh, shit. Really? Damn.
I'm trying to think. What was that kid's name? Oh, those kids were colossal assholes, too.
Yeah, we had a few.
Damn it. I'm trying to think.
My brother got in a fight with quite a few people back then, though. I remember my dad stopped him from actually killing somebody. You know that my mom was given a brass grinder from Africa as a present? Like you know, the grinder grinders. Like, you know, you're grinding grains or whatever.
Yeah.
Solid, like brass. Like you know, you're like this, and you're like you're, ooh.
Right.
So my brother was actually going to use that to beat up a kid. He was going to hit him with it. My dad was like, "Are you fucking insane? You hit him, he'll actually get killed. Like literally die. Like not figuratively die. Like this will literally crush the skull. He'll hemorrhage and die.
Yeah,
and then you'll be in prison." So, because you know, like, kids don't. Nick, you know what I think happens? I think kids interpret like damage differently. They're like, "Oh, I'm going to hit him with this."
It's like those kids who killed that one kid because they were pretending to be Power Rangers or whatever, and they just beat that kid to death.
Ew.
It's like, ooh.
Well, think about it.
Turns out, you hit someone like 50 times. It's not like a TV show, right?
It's certainly not.
It's just one. And they typically will, if you get a clean hit on somebody, you don't even have to be big.
Wait, did you show your audience the Russian dude?
They've seen that video, yeah.
That video is beautiful because it goes to show you something Nick and I have talked about, especially off camera. We talk about, like in that movie, Irreversible. For those of you who don't know, one of the problems that Nick and I have with like all movies is that like the amount of damage that they show people taking. Like clean hit, that's the big thing. Nick, your body can take quite a bit of damage as long as that hit is not clean, right?
Yeah.
You know, if it's gray shots, you can do it. Where the problem I have is, Nick, these guys are taking full on hits, like to the face, to the temple, and they're like fighting their way through it. That Russian dude, Nick, he hits the dude, and the guy, like, it was like 2 hits. The guy was like this.
He looked like Irreversible.
Have they ever seen that?
I can't show that shit.
You can't?
It's
it's copywritten and all.
But it's copyrighted, and that shit gets an 18+ restriction pretty quick.
Does it?
When it gets real gory and violent like that, yeah.
You put a censor bar on it. So in the movie, you guys, let me ask you this: what was the context of that scene? Like what causes that part to happen?
It was so Irreversible is
Monica Bellucci's still hot.
It's a movie played backwards, right?
Yep.
So it's like Memento kind of. And Monica Bellucci gets raped.
I'm
pretty sure that beating or that murder is the rape is the premise for it. So, yeah. If Irreversible ever hits Twitch, by the way, we are going to watch that in a heartbeat. I want to watch that movie on Twitch with the chat.
For her age, she still got it. How old is Monica Bellucci? She is 56. You know what, Nick? For 56, I'll give her props.
But no, we're talking about the Russian hit job that happened in a fucking casino where the guy breaks the dude's arms after he knocks him out. Oh, damn. Okay. Victor Phantasm says Nick and Drex. I spent time at the arcades and before that on Furcadia. What the fuck is Furcadia?
I heard of that.
Mucks and Muds. Gauntlet Legends was fun and had furries. Oh my God, what schlong do I have to suck to go back to the good times again? Dude, I used to play... what the hell is Furcadia? What is that? No, actually, you know what? I don't want to know. Oh, it's a furry. Oh, when you say muds, you mean like multi-user dungeon muds. Okay. They had a furry one of those? I mean, of course they did. I've never wanted to gas lines of code harder than I do right now. That is horrible. Intergalactic Butthole Explorer says, Nick, you got your wish from last night when you wish something bad happens to me. I got stuck in 110-degree weather in a hot car with no AC for an hour in traffic on my way to work. Curse you, Ricada. God bless Drexel. Hey, that's your own fault.
Oh, shit.
You brought that upon
Yeah, man,
yourself.
you got to get that AC, man. Speaking of which, dude, I don't know how I feel about this AC. I'm starting to have second thoughts.
Why? Because you're awake?
Well, that
And you're
part's
cold?
good.
You're cold?
No. Oh, it's my toes are cold. Why are my toes cold? Like, I'm like looking for. I'm like, where's this air blowing? From my fucking...
For me, it's these. It's the fucking armrests.
They get
Like,
cold?
I put my arms down. I'm like, God damn it!
Yeah, I'm like,
God damn it! It's cold.
God damn! So look, my body's good, right? No goosebumps. It's my feet are. I got socks on, and yet cold. Damn.
Oh, that's a good idea. Hold on.
Wait, didn't you say they were remaking Big Trouble in Little China?
It's been basically shelved.
Okay, good. I don't want to see things from my childhood ruined.
All right, here we go. This is a newscast. Now, apologies because it's from the fucking Morning Joe and involves Mika Brzezinski, but this is actually funny.
Tribune, 19 people were hospitalized at a furry convention in Illinois after what's being called an intentional leak of chlorine
What's
gas.
a furry convention?
Did I get that wrong?
leak there? Oh, gosh.
Okay. Officials were called when a strong odor
It
of
is.
chlorine spread.
Right. Hold up. We've got something important. Look at my man walking by in the foreground, okay? You may be distracted by the furries in the back, but pay attention to BDSM dude over here.
I'm so fucking done, dude. What is he doing? Wait, does he have a mask?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Here we go.
I think they had to evacuate the building and everything. Sent the hotel guests along with convention attendees into the cold night. Many still dressed in their furry costumes.
We have a lot of costumers out here with big fluffy costumes that'll keep people warm, so at this point, we're not at all worried.
So we've been pulling people into a cuddle to like warm this baby.
No, thank you. Thank you.
And giving her our jackets and blankets.
Yeah.
This is a normal lady, right? She's being surrounded by a bunch of big gay furries. Come over here. We'll warm you up.
Wait, let me look at. I remember Mika Brzezinski. Is that her name?
Yeah.
Okay, let me make sure. Let me do a snatch or pass on this chick. I can't remember if she's hot or not. Mika Brzezinski.
Oh God.
Well, she was hot when she was, or at least more attractive when she was younger. She has that weird what's her face? Emma Thompson look where she just aged horribly.
Drex, look at the depression in this lady's eyes. She knows what's happening right now. She's being embraced.
She's probably getting something pushed into her right now. Because you know, Nick. Okay, let me ask you this.
What? What would you possibly ask on this subject?
Why is it always sexual when it's furry? Like, why can't they just do like regular? Like, we're furries. We just dress up and play like board games.
Just building like some benches or something.
Yeah. Like, why is it always something sexual?
Here, we got.
I love how she literally can't face the camera.
Can't do it.
She's dying.
Here we go.
We just told Mika what the convention was about.
Costumes kept everybody warm was the good news. The hotel was
Where you going?
contaminated.
Hey,
Guests came back
come
inside
back.
at 4 a.m. Police still
Come back.
the matter as a criminal
Could
investigation.
you check on Mika, see if she's okay? She's over there somewhere.
Mika,
Of course, Piers does
All
that.
right.
That's
Coming up,
Joe.
We've got the
Joe
Mod Street
Scarborough.
opinion
It looks
pages.
like
We're
Piers
going to
Morgan.
be
Oh, yeah, it is.
searching for Mika. I guess
She just learned something. Learned something important about this world.
learned something that we all wish we didn't know. She ran out of the studio. We also have Senator-elect Tom Cotton. We won't ask him about this. He's straight ahead on Morning Show.
You absolutely should ask Tom Cotton about furries. There's nothing that would be the funniest segment Morning Joe has ever done.
Yeah.
Like Tom Cotton, straight-laced Republican from like fucking Oklahoma or something. Like, Tom, you hear about these damn furries and the gas leak?
A what? Because that's the face, Nick. A what? A furry? Because
Tom Cotton knows what furries are. You know he's into it. You know Tom Cotton is.
oh,
into
someone
it.
put the I can't run. Yeah, that is. You just Nick. I can't. I can't. When the person just, dude, she's hilarious for that because I told you that Nick, did I ever show you that picture of my mom looking in she was completely mortified of the sex dolls on the Dr. Oz show.
Oh,
It was a rough for
did
her.
you send her to the dollhouse.com?
I told her I'm doing a show with Dollhouse Phil on Thursday.
Did you tell her to watch it?
She refuses to watch anything that I produce. Well, I tell you, she isn't. Our relationship hasn't been the same ever since she saw those pictures.
Yeah, but what you got to do? Okay, so you got to send your mom a link on her phone, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you got to do that thing where you have the words of the link be different from what the link takes you to. Say, hey, Mom, I found this thing out about COVID, and I'm thinking about getting the vaccine, right?
Yep.
And then have it hyperlinked, and she'd be like, oh, okay, I'll click on this. And then it takes her to the dollhouse, right there to that little, the midget one that you like.
Hey, Maple looks great.
Yeah, little Maple. Give me some of that maple syrup.
Dude. I mean, now, Nick, here's the problem, though. When, the internet trolls are always, they don't sleep. So once you start making comments about, 2.5-somes and midgets and Maple and all that stuff, people start sending you stuff, right? Nick, some of the things that people have sent me that involve midgets is uncomfortable. Oh, man, it's something else.
Is this the one I'm thinking of?
I can't go there though. The furries thing, that's too weird for me, man. I don't know about all that. That's just too weird. Well, first of all, Nick, it's gotta be hot as shit in that hot ass costume.
Yeah. Oh, I couldn't do it. I could not do
Dude,
that.
I'm like, first of all, doing anything that involves bumping uglies is hot. You're sweating. It's fucking hot. It's sweaty. How do you get from that to being like, what's gonna make this even hotter? Let's get in these furry costumes. Like, dude, it's gotta be hot as shit. You're basically a mascot. You're basically like mascot fucking. Who wants to do that? No, I don't.
Damn it. There's how do I find this? How do I find this? Hypocrite has a great picture for you, but I don't know. I don't think I can find this in any reasonable amount of time. Oh God.
What? Ah! Oh my God! What? Oh! Oh my! What?
Too fat to draw blood from. Whoo!
What?
Hypocrite is fantastic. He has
Oh my God!
I'm trying to find a specific story he had, but it's gonna be too far back. I won't be able to find it. It's gonna be back in fucking July. Okay, never mind. So anyway, there was
Oh God.
Of course, there was a Republican staffer who criticized like Ted Cruz or something because Ted Cruz said something, like with a traditional value. And this guy's a Republican staffer, but a little bit on the outside. And, he was, he's like, you're making the GOP look bad like prudes or whatever. Convicted of child porn charges.
Who?
The Republican staffer.
Oh, there was one up here that was just convicted. Or
yeah.
So the one here in Minnesota? It just happened.
This is the guy.
That's the one, right? Minnesota. Is it? Check to see where it was at.
Hold on, fuck. I need a better. Fucking criminy.
I'm
not Daily Beast. Literally, never ever do I want the Daily Beast to be the source of a news article.
I'm pretty sure that's the one, right?
I think so.
It was
the most
right
recent one.
Yeah. It was right here. It was right here in Minnesota.
It's really fucking hard to find this story. Why? It should be everywhere.
AOC.
Oh wait, is it because I have this up here? God damn it. Someone sent it to me and I can't find I won't be able to find that very easily. Former GOP staffer and Republican National Committee aide pleaded guilty to a child pornography charge after he admitted to possessing 50 photos and 152 videos. Ruben Verastigui entered a guilty plea during a video conference hearing, could face 12 to 15 years in prison. He was involved in a ring of at least 18 other people who were trading CP via a chat group on an unnamed website. You know what? That unnamed website was just Facebook, right?
Yeah.
Like it's just Facebook or Twitter.
Now, here's my thing.
In which he was accused of trading sexual depictions of children and discussed killing children.
Whoa. Well, that doesn't surprise me because in the political scene, they use these kids as sacrifices. But, Nick, you know what's crazy to me? You say he's facing 12 to 15, right?
Yeah.
Why is James Fairbanks facing 40 to 70? Let that sink in.
Well, maybe here's why. Because this guy needs to be James Fairbanks' cellmate. And the next guy, because for some reason I think there'd be a vacancy pretty quick, needs to be James Fairbanks' cellmate. Maybe we could buy him a brass grinder from Africa to have in his cell to deal with.
Dude.
To deal with Verastigui.
Oh, Nick. Okay, let me ask you this. Is that what you missed the most from the 80s? Is brass knuckles? I think that might be the ultimate thing that we lost from the 80s. Because that was the last time you saw. You didn't really see him in the 90s.
Could you imagine?
Dude.
I don't ever want to think about getting fucking hit.
You get hit with brass knuckles. It's a wrap. Anyone out there who has it, Nick, I need to find them. I need some brass knuckles, man.
They may be illegal in
they are illegal.
Some states.
But you still need them. You still need them. Oh, God, brass knuckles, man. Oh, that was that. It doesn't get more 80s than brass knuckles, man.
Fuck.
Yeah, I wish my back wasn't so hurt. So for you guys out there, Nick has been teasing me about this whole back issue. I tweaked my back this morning, right down the center, by literally just getting up off the couch. So, Nick, your daughter was in there. She asked me for a pouchy. I literally did this, you guys. Pushed off to get up off the couch. I was lying down, tweaked my back right down the center. I'm done. Who is this person?
Oh, you don't know who that is?
No.
Really?
That's not Pokimane, is it?
Yeah, that's no Makeup Pokimane.
Oh, she's pretty in her own way. I mean, I'm not gonna bash the girl.
Well, we'll see if the chat wants to bash the girl, though. There you go, guys. There's someone sent me that while I was looking for the other.
I'm gonna be fair because look, hey Nick,
I don't think she looks bad.
I don't think she looks bad at all.
The thing that Pokimane does, and this is
does she do like the anime look?
Yeah, she tries to make herself look Asian.
Oh God.
That's the thing that I think's a little bit, because she's found out that's where the Simp Squad.
Oh yeah, no. Look, here's the thing. Wait, what was that?
What?
What was that thing sitting on the couch?
This is.
Oh, guys, that again. Oh,
yeah. This is that large and in charge chick with the OnlyFans.
Oh,
with the like 4 foot wide hips or whatever. Okay,
No, here's the thing. Here's the thing. One of the things that I don't like is there are too many guys out there, in my opinion, Nick, that are like, they're overly harsh on how they rate women, right? They'll be like, Pokimane's like a 1. Stop. Yeah, because if you say she's a 1, show me a 0 then, right?
No, I think she's
an attractive girl.
Yeah, she looks fine without.
Because here's the thing, without makeup,
it just annoys me that she tries to dress or that she tries to make herself look Asian.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna pull up pictures of Pokimane.
And I don't.
I'm assuming she's doing that look, right? The whole.
To be clear, I don't care that she's trying to look Asian because of wokeness. I just think that it's lame to try and look Asian to try and milk the Sims. I'm trying to find this image from Hypocrite because it's so good. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it anytime soon.
All right.
It's very good TV, right? When you're just looking for something the whole time.
Pokimane. Okay, so you said she tries to look Asian?
Yeah.
See, when you type in her name, the images, they're not really showing me anything that.
I cannot believe that you're having trouble finding the fact that Pokimane tries to look Asian.
So look, check this out. I type in Pokimane, look, this is what I get. Look at that. See, you would think that there'd be all of her. See? They don't really give me.
I mean, these pictures right there.
A little?
Well, I mean, you can think what you want. You can be wrong. It's okay.
So this is her when she's gaming. This is what simps are going. This is where my problem is.
Gaming?
It's who these.
Pokimane isn't gaming.
Well, I'm sure she's not.
Okay, it must not have been sent to me on Discord. I thought it was. My bad.
You see this Pokimane hot tub stream trolled by Amaranth. Yeah, congratulations to all these girls because listen, ladies, keep milking these simps, please. Look, milk them literally for every last dollar they have.
Where is this? God damn it.
I mean, these dudes simp over some basic looking chicks though. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, well, you know.
It is what it is, man.
I guess I'm gonna have to get implants and a red wig and put on a horse mask and go for it. You know what the advantage that Sarah Jessica Parker would have on Twitch?
Who?
Sarah Jessica Parker.
Well, she'd have to cosplay. She'd have to get that mask.
She wouldn't have to put on the horse mask.
Dude, let me ask you this, man. Don't you think one of the worst things in life is to be the guy who has to answer for why you're with your wife? Like, Matthew Broderick has to constantly answer questions, right?
Oh, okay.
You don't want to be the husband of the guy who has the horse-faced wife, right? Like,
yeah.
Because you're always answering questions.
When Matthew Broderick's married to Sarah Jessica Parker?
He's had to answer questions for years. Like they're like, because remember, they're constantly taking shots at your horse-faced wife, right?
Yeah.
But so here's the thing. You're Matthew fucking Broderick. You could have gotten better than Sarah Jessica Parker. Maybe she's a nice person. I don't know. But you can get someone who's nice who doesn't have a horse face. That's all I'm saying.
You'll have to, maybe you should go ask him. Okay, Sparks 7907 says, "Yo, Drex and Nick, I don't want to get the jab, but my family wants me to get it so my sister's kids are safe. My other sister said I'm a real asshole. Think of others. I've tried to compromise, but it seems to be do or die. Advice?" You know what? Unfortunately,
she did look good 30 years ago. I'll be honest.
We can't give you advice on what to do on this because YouTube doesn't allow you to really talk about it.
I can't wait to get to YouTube campuses, dude. Susan, Nick, you're gonna see rules change on this platform.
Look, man, you gotta make the decision for you and your family and whatever you want to do, man. I don't know how to tell you that. How often do you see them? How much do you want to be involved in it? Those are the questions you got to answer. Jared says, one of my favorite videos is the dude one-hit KOing one of those Antifa beta FAGSs. Those are always
Dude,
good.
have you ever seen their faces, Nick? Like, you ever like pull up like their mug shots?
Do you remember when the dude KO'd the chick? Oh, this is a couple years ago.
What was this?
Oh my goodness. Let's see. Guy knocks out Antifa chick. Oh, are they gonna not have this? She was throwing glass bottles or like glass jars with firecrackers in them. Right? So the firecrackers would explode and where is it? Oh man, I really, really want to see that video right now. It's so good. Here it is. Drex, look at this picture right here. Do you see the way this fist is hitting?
Oh shit.
Let me see if I can find it real quick.
I like the descriptions though.
This is democracy.
Okay, I don't care about democracy now. Is this? Okay, there's the clash. Show that hit. You know you want to show that hit. I think you
missed it.
Yeah, I think it's right here. Okay, I'll pull it up. God, I hope this is it.
Oh, God.
The man who is seen punching her is Nathan D'Amigo, a former Marine who founded the white supremacist organization known as Identity Europa. Talk more about what happened at the rally in Washington, D.C., where we're joined by Shane Bauer, award-winning senior reporter at Mother Jones. He reported an organization known as Identity Europa. Let's talk more about what happened at the rally in Washington, D.C., where
Listen, these are for all these ladies out here who claim to be stunning and brave and think they can take on men. Nick, do you know how I hold responsible for all this? I hold Walt Disney Company responsible for all these Marvel movies and making these bras think they can stand up to dudes. Let me tell you ladies something. The strongest chick you've ever known in your life can't even take one punch from the average man. Not even one.
Drex.
Literally not one punch. Nick, the average man is just shy of 200 pounds in America anyway.
His arm was a piston.
It just
straight through.
Wait, Nick, you saw that video, right? It was like the special forces. I want to say British SAS or something, right? And it's a video of it's like average people, just regular people wanting to test their limits against these elite forces. And the woman boxed against the dude. He treated her like anyone else and told her well, in combat, the person's not going to care if you're a man or a woman. He beat her ass down.
Wait, so you're telling me, was he special forces or was she special forces?
He was.
What was she thinking?
Hold on. Someone in the chat has to know. Someone has to know what the hell that is. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? It was I want to say it's like British. It's a show. I want to say it's a show out of England. And he beats her ass down, man. I think that's it. Yeah. Female recruits. He bodied her ass.
How long is this? This 5 minutes? Take it. Hold on, I gotta.
Don't worry. Those are the girls.
Okay, I gotta skip some of this stuff here. We gotta just get to the main part. So these are the two women, right?
These are women.
Boring.
Women are you? Oh God, this is useless. Wait, who's that?
Got a handle,
dude. Here's the thing, Nick. If I'm the guy who's out there, right? I'm gonna tell you guys like this. I will have a rule. If I think for even a second that you are holding back even 1%, right? If I feel like I think you're holding back a little bit, you're done. I'm kicking you out of the Corps. Done. Discharged, right? Nick, I want them to be savage. I want them to, Nick, there needs to be, what did I say? What did I say I'm rooting for, Nick? Because as you know, I'm pro trans athletes.
Yeah.
Paralysis and death is what I'm going for. I don't want anything less.
But
paralysis and death.
The first time you gotta wean your way into paralysis and death, because the first time you have a chick go in a ring against a dude and get paralyzed, it's over. You gotta have lots of just like some KOs first, right?
What about Fallon Fox?
I've never been hit by a woman like that. That's
You know,
not
look,
a woman.
But here's the thing. I want this because here's the thing. When someone, and this is what happened with the Chris Chan thing, right? Where they go like this. Oh, no, Chris Chan is trans. This is a trans person. But as soon as it comes time to get thrown into a prison, oh, that's a dude. Oh, wait a minute. What? I thought these studied in Brave Woman were all about trans, right? Trans women are real women, right? Nick, I want paralysis and death. Why is this so hard for me to get? Nick, I ask for simple things. You know me.
See, and this is what's holding you back. Because if you just wanted the easy route of brutal, horrific knockouts, but we want the women to be safe.
Safe?
Yeah. Safe from paralysis and death. Then you'd get your paralysis and death. You're too overt. You got to sneak it in there. You got to.
How you gonna sneak it in when you have Fallon Fox? Okay, watch this. Who would you want to see fight?
Alistair Overeem versus any woman. Wait, if Alistair's not available, Cain Velasquez.
Okay. Cain Velasquez. Okay, give me a woman. Give me a woman. Give me a woman that he's fighting against. When he had to, okay, Cain Velasquez identifies as a woman.
A pro female fighter?
Cain Velasquez is now Katie Velasquez. Who does he fight? Who does she fight? She's stunning and brave now.
So Ronda Rousey's out.
Ronda Rousey's out.
Nope, no longer fighting. We've got Misha Tate.
Amanda Nunes. Oh wait, Misha Tate ran her mouth at my man Khabib, talking about some gender. Feminism.
Nagaminimidimana.
Yep. Yeah. She ran her mouth about Khabib, right? His views about women are outdated. Please, Cain Velasquez. This is my plea to you, my brother, my soon-to-be sister. Please identify as female and put hands on Misha Tate. And when I tell you to be savage, I want open weight classes, Nick. I'm tired of all these rules and regulations. Okay, you and I watched UFC at the beginning, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Nick, how much does Emmanuel Yarbrough weigh?
770 at the time.
How much does Keith Hackney weigh?
215.
Max. He was listed at 190. Nick, that's fighting. Because in the fighting world, Nick, do you fight people who are your same size? Like,
no.
Do people walk in bar brawls look like this? Hold up, fam. I got to make sure we're the exact same size.
Check these weight classes.
You
need to spit a couple times before you step on the scale.
Yeah. You got to make weight before we fight. No. Fuck that. I want people fighting to the death. I want savagery to return.
Do you know what would happen if, like, Big Country Roy Nelson
love him,
put a fist on what?
Holly Holm.
Misha Tate's what? 118
max, soaking wet in construction boots.
It would be it'd be a fold. It'd be horrifying.
It would be so shocking to see, because Nick, we've seen Big Country Roy Nelson hit grown ass men, and they do this. They do the fold, right? They fold like a cheap lawn chair.
Big Country, he just looks like an abusive husband.
He hits so hard. And you imagine, because Nick, think about the size of the men he's hitting, right? He's hitting dudes who are as big as him.
Yeah.
So he's hitting guys like, remember, he's a super heavyweight, that 240-ish range.
I think he's 265.
Yeah, because that's the same thing that Brock was fighting at. So you imagine, well, what happens when Brock becomes Brittany Lesnar?
Alistair Overeem versus Piper Perry. I'm pretty sure that's on Pornhub.
Oh, man.
Yeah, no, Brock, you wouldn't want Brittany Lesnar. Like, Brock's out.
Yep.
Like, he doesn't move right anymore.
He's
hurt. He got really badly hurt.
Oh, did he? I didn't know that.
I don't know if he went back to wrestling even. Like, Brock he had some illness or something.
Yeah, I know he had diverticulitis.
Yeah.
I love saying that word. Say it 3 times fast.
No.
Damn.
What about the UFC 1 barn burner dudes? Just put one of them in. Remember that big dude? He had the mullet and the tank top, but he had the karate pants and the black belt that they literally just gave him. And he comes out.
Oh, yeah.
He windmills that dude.
You know what? I don't know what anyone says. If you guys want true entertainment, go watch the early UFC. Dude, because Nick, you and I have talked about this. People can say what they want. No, Drex, you gotta wake up. Look, dude. The unpredictability of the fights, right? The savagery of the early UFCs.
Harold Howard. Was his name Harold Howard?
I remember that name. Yeah, that was his name. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, Dan Severn or Don Fry.
Dan the Beast Severn, Mark the Hammer Coleman, or younger Tank Abbott. Like,
could you imagine Tank hitting a woman and her living through it?
Do you remember when he did Steve Nelmark? He went like this.
Forget Steve Nelmark. Big John Matua.
Yeah.
Or Tony Matua.
Yeah,
Tony
John Matua.
John Matua. Yeah, when he hits him in the...
Hey, when he started convulsing, so my cousin he's a staunch boxing guy, right? He hates UFC because he'll watch it because here's the thing. So Nick, fighting makes everyone excited, right?
Yeah.
Frank Shamrock talked about this. He said, you can show me any event, and he said, it doesn't matter what's going on, the World Cup, the NBA Finals, the Super Bowl. He goes, but let a fight break out. Your attention goes like this. Oh, shit. To the fight.
Exactly.
So my thing is this, Nick. When you see John Matua go like this, and you're like, oh, shit. Because Nick, he was already knocked out.
Yeah.
Tank went like this. You remember this. He was knocked out clean. He comes with an overhand right hammer fist, and he hits him in the temple. And my man starts going, convulsing.
He had instant rigor mortis. He's dead.
He did. He did.
Or like,
he did.
You know, he's not so big. I mean, he's big because all these guys, they don't look so big on TV because they're around big guys.
Yeah.
But these dudes who are walking around, that was what Kevin Randleman said.
Yep.
He's like, you know, Maurice Smith is 6'2", 220.
Yeah.
Like, that's a big guy. And it's like, Kevin Randleman is huge.
He was massive.
But Maurice Smith is still like a 220-pound dude who's 6 foot is pretty big. Mirko Krokop.
Oh, man. Heavy hands. Heavy hands.
Feet.
My
right leg is named hospital, left leg is named morgue.
Dude, Mirko was nice. Dude, we had a lot of dudes, man. Like, that era, that UFC era, it was when they first got weight classes, and Pride. Because Pride was even more, Nick, Pride was savage.
When they were, when Vanderlei Silva, who gets complete upset by Vitor Belfort.
Young Vitor.
We thought Vanderlei was a chump.
I thought he was a bum. I was like, this guy's a bum.
He goes to Pride. He is stomping dudes into the dirt.
Dude, if you guys have never seen Submission by Stomping, just go watch that Pride. Dude, that shit was sad. Nick, we're sitting there watching like this, like, God damn, he's getting fucked up. You're like eating like, dude.
Remember when Mark Coleman gets the guy in the north-south and then starts dropping knees on the top of his head, and you're like,
full, cocked all the way back. His leg goes like this. I want you guys to think about this. Look, he's against the cage, right? He's against the octagon. He goes like this. His leg pulls back and it goes like this. Blah, right in the. You're like, bruh. Or Joe San getting his balls hit.
Here, I got this.
Oh God.
I got this. Here we go.
Oh God, yes.
Here we go. We can skip to the. He switches him north-south in just a second. There it is.
Here it is.
Here comes the jumps.
Bring him straight down. Straight down. Facing down, and that's
That's it. Dude. So for CBG.
What was he doing? This behemoth can't even get out of the ring.
Dude, it was so, dude, for those of you who don't know, man, UFC and dude, it was so brutal. Like, someone throw the damn towel. Nick, they don't talk about that enough. In some of those old UFC fights, dudes are getting laid out, and it was like, bro, you gotta throw this towel because my man is taking like real damage. And
yeah, if you had Steve Mazzagatti in the ring, he wasn't stopping your fight.
It's like, Nick, this is the best. Look, he did this. Hold up. Nick.
What was that? Was that
He's getting hit. And then going, one more. Hold up.
Was it Pete Williams who he had those elbows in UFC 1?
No, Pete Williams didn't come to later. He was in the double digits. I remember when he kicked Mark Hammer Coleman in the head.
Smith?
Pat Smith might have had. Yeah. He rained him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he rained him. He rained the elbows. But it still wasn't as bad as Big Daddy.
Yeah.
When Big Daddy crucified it. Dude, for those of you guys who don't know, man, Gary Big Daddy Goodrich literally crucified a man in the ring. Crucified.
He got him in the Iron Cross. So
And
his legs.
So his arms are like
his
this.
Legs are wrapped around this guy's arm, and he gets one arm hooked on.
Yep,
this guy
like this.
And then he notices that his head is right here, and he starts bombing elbows into the guy.
It's so brutal, dude. For those of you guys who never saw the old UFCs, man, with no weight classes, three rules: no fish hook, no eye gouge, no biting. That's it.
Yep.
Stomping, Nick, kicking as they get up off the ground, like everything was legal. Bare knuckle. Without a weight class, Nick. Here's the thing: these rules make for brutal fights, right?
Yeah.
But when you take the weight class out of it, you now have these huge gaps and disadvantages in fights.
Cinderella story in every match.
Dude, hey Nick, who could forget Marco Huas, the king of the streets? Marco Huas comes, he was so sweaty. Do you remember how much he was sweating? That man was sweating.
He wasn't sweaty. You know, that man is a Brazilian mobster. He was cheating. They just lubed his ass up with Vaseline.
Do you remember how much, Nick? His body was slick. And the way he was hitting Paul Varlands, I was like, ugh.
Just backing up. Kick.
And he was stomping his feet, dude. It was so beautiful. Those were good times. Man, we had a lot of good times back then. Everything became woke and garbage and shit.
Fyodor the Last Emperor Emelianenko.
Oh, God, yeah.
That dude always looked like he just got out of the factory.
Yeah.
He's like, well, I got it done pushing button all day at CNC machine. Now I'm ready to go fight.
You know what, man? First of all, I got to say this, man. To all my Russian brothers out there, you guys just make it look better than everybody else. Like a big Russian dude, even when we watched the Russian slap, what's his name?
The God
Kaminsky.
Hand. Yeah. What's his name?
Kaminsky, right? Is it?
you just covered half of Russia.
Fucking
what's his name? Damn it.
You guys know they got the long hair that makes the videos.
Charlie makes the videos.
Charlie, yeah.
Vasily Kamatsky.
That's his name.
Vasily Kamatsky. Thank you.
He's
Warhawk
hitting
of
dudes
Chigoris.
so hard, Nick. And like, here's the thing. This is why I love my Russians. Shout out to my Russian friend of me. She knows who she is. YA. What makes it so great is that when you talk to them, everything is matter of factly, right? It's like this. So yes, I went to brick bones, and it's just like this matter of fact way of speaking. And you're like, oh yes, I got foot and shoulder, and they just keep moving on doing their thing. You're like, bruh, like you took a hot one to the shoulder.
Yeah.
Now we know a Russian that didn't make it was your man that thought he was gonna do the bars, and his career is over. It is over.
Guys, again, my shot glass is not clean, and I haven't been drinking.
Oh,
but
shit.
For 1,000 likes, I do have this Evan Williams single barrel, which is good stuff.
Oh, you see that, Nick? Randy Couture still has divots in his legs from fighting Pedro Hizzo. You remember that, right?
Yeah.
Pedro Hizzo had solid kicks. He was a protege of... Who's he a protege of? I remember Pedro Hizzo. One of those guys. Was it Maurice Smith? Because
might have been.
TK, there was a TK guard.
Putting dudes through the... I mean, he was putting guys into championships for a while.
Yep, I remember Pedro Hizzo, man. He was nice.
Oh, man. Okay, we gotta get through these. Victor Phantasm says... Yeah, by the way, thank you to Jared for leading us down that tangent of violence. I always love a tangent of violence. Victor Phantasm says, Nick, you are actively grifting me. Yes. I was there at Midwest Fur Fest, drunk and awoken by my roomies. I missed that time, and I did not have a suit to warm my drunk ass. God, why was I not gassed? It's a good question. Jared says, I sent you a DM of maybe what you were looking for. Where'd you send that? You got to tell me where you sent a DM. Was it on Twitter? Hold on. I'm checking. There we go. Oh, no, that's not the one, but this is something you brought up yesterday, so we're definitely going to watch this. Shut up! Are you ready?
Oh, shit.
You mentioned this yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
She told you to shut up. You shut up and get the fuck out. Touch me.
There's a simp.
Oh!
Oh, that's what I like to see. Yeah. Make sure you get that part. The she slapped him part.
Yeah, these dudes are
Somebody get his
stepping in.
glasses.
Somebody get his glasses. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Let's go back. We got to rewind the tape. Is she yelling at her simp, dude?
First?
Because that's what it looks like at the beginning here.
Shut up!
Yeah.
Oh,
She's yelling right in his face to shut up. Did you see that?
So they must have had some words, and
He's like, hey, calm down.
Yeah.
Shut up! She told you to shut up.
And then now she's telling him to shut up. And then she puts hands on him. Do you notice how quick she bucks? Do not get.
He caught a grazing blow on her. Damn! Here comes. Oh, there's the lights out. She is lucky he didn't get a clean hit on her.
And she's still talking.
She hit him first.
This dude's sitting here. He's like, I'm gonna get him. Stop it. If you got jelly legs, do not get up and try and fight the man who just gave you jelly legs.
You know the best part about this though is this goes to prove. Shout out to my man Jada Black, by the way, for talking about this. I don't know where this whole stigma is, Nick, that women have no fear of men today at all. They should, but they don't. That woman was in this man's face and her simp's face. Like, neither one of them was going to do anything. This is what happens. This is a product of the 19th Amendment when they create the police state. With the police state, they know that they can do anything, provoke you, and then when you do put hands on them, I'm the victim. Do you see how quick she bucked, Nick? She went like this.
Oh yeah. I am so glad that Lady Rackets is not like an obnoxious, loud chick. Like that is. Yeah,
she's very chill. She's very chill.
That is one of the most unattractive traits.
It is
when
so why don't you date black women?
When they're like, no, I'm one of the guys. I can stop.
Dude, I'm glad you said that, Nick. I've been around women who I got that energy from. You know what I'm saying? Like you're around them and you felt it.
Hold on. She's still trying to get to him? He will kill you. Are they at training day?
Well,
dudes in the background look like they're doing 40-meter dashes and shit.
It's probably just it's got to be preseason shit because the season hasn't started.
Okay,
yet.
sorry, I cut you off. What were you saying?
Well, my thing is
you get the chicks with the vibe of like that nonsense.
I'm sure a lot of you guys in the chat have been there, right? Where you guys have gotten the vibe where a woman has given off that masculine energy, right? Like you said, Nick, challenging dudes or getting up in people's face. I'm like, oh no, you got me fucked up. Nope. Because you and I've talked about this, Nick. You never know who the other person that you're dealing with is, right? You don't know their mental state. You don't know if they're packing. You've heard those stories, right? Where guys get stabbed to death because the chick was running her mouth. You decided, I'm going to be a simp and step up. And next thing you know, you're going down. So this is kind of like one of those lessons to be taught because you know what, man? At what point? Because, Nick, we know this is not going to stop. They're just going to get more emboldened.
The black guy touched her first? I don't think so. She touches... He moves her hand, but it's...
No, she said, he said, don't touch me.
She makes... It's right here.
She makes contact, and that's why he says, don't touch me.
She moves... Like,
what's going on, everyone?
No, not Jeremy, damn it.
Shut up!
Watch her. She grabs his hand.
Grabs his hand. So that's why he says, don't touch me. And that's when he pushes her hand out of the way, and then she slapped him. Now, let me just go ahead and say, Nick. If you get slapped.
Oh, shit, I didn't have it pulled up. God damn it.
Oh, Did they not see the whole time?
No, just this last one.
Oh.
Here, because I'd taken it away. Here we go.
No! You shut up and get the fuck out! Touch me!
Yeah.
Do you see how fast she went like this, Nick? That's female nature. They're gonna sit there and do all this fuck shit about getting up in dudes' faces, putting hands on it, but as soon as they see, he's gonna strike back. All of a sudden, look at this.
Now, the thing I don't know is he is moving his hand towards her. So I don't know what's going on there. I would love to see it from a different angle.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I always want to see things from multiple angles.
Of course you do.
But yeah, that's the only thing maybe. I don't know. See, because you could see his hand moving and then she grabs his hand.
Yep. So she touches him.
But I'm not sure like where his hand was or what he was doing with that. So that's the question. That's the question. That could be, whatever happened there could be the difference between him going to prison and him not going to prison.
Do you know my problem with all this? He doesn't get to say, I fear for my life. Fuck this broke ass phone. You saw that, right? You saw that? You see what I'm talking about?
Your phone deserved to be reset.
Dude, phone is garbage, man. Fuck this Samsung Galaxy S21 trash. Can't wait to take this shit back. So Nick, you're watching this. This woman thinks, because here's the thing, if he says, I fear for my life, what is everybody going to say, Nick? What are they going to say in court?
They're going to say, there's no way you were afraid of this woman.
Yep. Same old shit. But see, this is the problem I have. This is why, Nick, this is my biggest beef with simps, right? Because they're the real problem. It's not the feminist chicks, it's the simps.
Yeah.
When we have this standard, and this goes for left and right leaning simps, because like I said, when it comes to these teachers, these female teachers who grape their male students, do you know what the right wing simp says, Nick? I mean, I wish my teacher would have. That's what a right wing simp says. A left wing simp, well, she didn't. He says that she can't be held accountable. The right wing simp is saying that like he wishes he were a 14-year-old boy having relations with his teacher. So the same thing happens in these situations where they'll be like, they get in front of a judge. She doesn't deserve this. See, no, it's not equal, right? It's never gonna be equal when a guy says, "Hey, man, she put hands on me," or "I fear." You're not allowed to fear because you're a big guy.
If you are with a chick who is yelling at men, including you, in public, you need to calmly walk away.
Yep.
Or grab her and calmly walk. Like, let's go.
Let's go. We're going.
That is unacceptable behavior.
Yep. And wherever she is, Nick, you leave her there. Like, okay, would you agree, Nick? That should be the end of your relationship. If she's like mouthing off and starting fights in public venues,
any chick getting your ass knocked out, she better have earned a lot of credit on the way up.
Yep.
Because I can't imagine this though, because Lady Rackets doesn't do that.
Well, this goes back to what I said last time about vetting.
Like the idea of her yelling at someone in public, even me, no matter how pissed off she might be, is foreign. She just doesn't do that shit. And so to see these, you need to get out of that situation because you will get stabbed.
Yeah. Something real bad can happen in these situations. And I mean, these dudes, this is what happens. I mean, Western men are weak. Their pimp hand is not strong. In other countries, Nick, these women don't even get a chance to speak. For this kind of shit to happen in certain countries.
Yeah, let her say that to Abdul in Afghanistan and see how well that fucking goes for her. You need to shut up.
Bruh, they are not playing over there. Nick.
The day of the fall of Kabul, they shot a woman and killed her for not wearing a fucking
burqa. Absolutely.
The day.
Thought Patrol.
They
keep that pimp hand strong over there, man. They have no chill. Well, Nick, thing is, look, remember, they told her, right? They told her to put it on, right?
Watch it half speed. Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Here we go. We'll put it on half speed.
Look at this.
Adjust the glasses. Bam! Oh, he does clock her, though.
He does get her. But he really gets the simp.
Yeah, he's going to get it bad in just a second. Terrible accuracy.
Well, he doesn't have his eyesight. But he saw that.
Yep.
He saw that target.
Head that way. Yeah.
But he could have easily thrown her over to his side. Because she's like this.
The worst thing he could have done is just grabbed her.
That's what I'm saying.
If he would have just grabbed her and pulled,
you know what I'm saying, and yanked her over to his side, she would have, dude. That shit. Look, man, this dude, he wasn't savage enough. Listen, why is it so hard to get savagery?
He beat up 2 women. Oh, come on.
2 for 1. Yep, deserved it.
Jared says, I just sent you a video on Twitter. Karen slaps dude and ends up getting her husband KO'd at a Steelers game. Hilarious. Yep, that's what we just watched. Thank you. Scarvy the Strange says, how funny would it be if someone were to make a comparison video of an Antifa guy getting beat up by a Proud Boy trans woman and the video where Brittany Venti beat up an Antifa guy one-handed who cried to cops that he was trans? Wait, Brittany Venti beat up a guy?
Wait, why does that name sound familiar? Brittany?
She's a streamer.
Okay.
Did Brittany Venti actually beat up some guy? That's fucking funny.
Someone said, isn't it obvious he pushed her first? But we can't see the other angle. It's the other hand you can't see. Because he says, don't touch me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like I said, we don't know. All I'm saying is this. Do not, if you're a female, don't run your mouth to literally anybody. Anybody, especially not a man.
Yeah, it's not obvious that he pushed her. That's a question. If he pushed her, that could be him going to jail. If he pushed her. Despite the fact that she's running her mouth and all that stuff. But, that would explain, if he pushed her and she grabs his hand, she's justified in doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the hard question. Although, let's just talk not legal. Let's talk wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do it. If you're a lady, do not do it. Don't be screaming at people. Don't be yelling at random strangers. And you know what? Like, if that guy shoves you, get indignant and leave. And go tell security at the fucking Steelers game. Because if you throw a slap at him, you might get your ass touched.
I don't know what the simp was doing.
I want to know
my lady's honor.
I want to know why he was getting
he was getting yelled at first. So it's like, so clearly, like it would be great to know what the rest of the context is. But the thing is this. Here's the thing. You don't need to know the full story to know what shouldn't happen, right?
Yeah.
Don't be out here running your mouth to anyone at a game. Nick, I've gone to sporting events. Nick, I'm not out here. I took my daughter to a sporting event with a friend of mine and I think her kid. And we're sitting there, Nick. Cool as can be.
I can't imagine being at a live sporting event and being mad at anything.
What am I mad at?
Like,
I got tickets to the game.
I'm mad at how much this hot dog costs. But you know what? It's got peppers on it. It tastes good.
All right. It's crazy because Nick, my daughter, I think that was her first basketball game. We went to Timberwolves game, and
why didn't you go to the Lynx?
I don't support garbage.
Why didn't you go to the Lynx?
I don't support garbage. I support actual athletes, not
those ladies
activists.
Are athletes.
I don't support activists. I support athletes, even if they suck. I'd rather support an athlete than an activist. So. We're out there, Nick, and my daughter's just enjoying their time, because they have so much stuff for kids now at games, like the music and all that stuff. Every little intermission, there's always something to do. They're shooting the gun, the t-shirt gun.
They're still bringing out the dude, like the trampoline. The dude's doing, stuff. Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
There's all this kind of stuff for kids, and so I'm out there, and I'm like, I'm loving that she's enjoying the game. I'm like, oh, this is nice, nice for this is before COVID. I'm like, oh, this is so great for her to experience this or whatever. I didn't see anybody doing that shit.
No.
Like, what are you doing?
I'm always this is my problem. I'm always watching for someone to get their ass kicked around me. Like I'm just waiting. I'm like, oh man, I know if I go to enough stuff, the law of averages says
it's gonna happen.
Somebody's gonna get clocked. And it never happens around me.
It happened to me in Vegas. That was one of the that shit was whack. Damn. Nick, when you wind up getting hit from behind and you turn around and you go, the fuck? And it's people fighting behind you.
Yeah.
You just didn't see it because you're facing this way. You get hit. You're like, I'm like, yeah, I'm out. That's how you catch one to the back.
Yeah.
And that has happened numerous times where someone gets shot or stabbed. Or Nick, someone goes like this with a bottle and the person like ducks. Ooh. And you just happen to be there. Like, dude, I want no part of that, man. I'm out. Nope.
Dog Beerus says, Nick and Drex, please watch the video Eat Dat Poo Poo. It's a hilarious video of a pastor in Uganda railing against homosexuality. The fuck are you talking about? We'll see. It depends on how long this is. These are all remixes. Where's the original? From 11 years ago? I don't want to watch a video from 11 fucking years ago.
You know it's not gonna be in HD.
Okay. Drex, look at the pin. Uganda stands against sodomy.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Pastor Dr. Martin Sempa.
Nick, speed.
Oh, yeah, I'm at half speed. I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah, he was.
In the capacity as the chairman of the National Task Force Against Homosexuality in Uganda. We are making legislation to make sure that sodomy and homosexuality never sees the light of legality in this land of the Pearl of Africa. I've taken time to do a little research to know what homosexuals do in the privacy of their bedroom. One of the things they do is called anal leaking, where a man's anus is leaked like this by the other.
Look at this girl. One of the things they do is called the anal leaking.
Dude, they're out here. Look, man, sounds is getting tossed. Rim jobs is getting done, man.
Person, like ice cream. And then what happens?
Like ice cream.
Poo-poo comes out. The other poo-poo's out, and then they eat the poo-poo. The other one they do is they have a sex practice called fisting, where they insert their hand into the other man's hand, and it goes into the anus all the way. And it is so painful, they have to take drugs, but they enjoy it. Now, if we have any children, please step out.
Now step out!
It's about to get worse. Drex.
I love Africa, man. My man literally he opened him up. he was flicking something. He shot a Hadouken in that ass.
This is a parental guidance moment. Hey, that child can be moved out. So I've done research. This is what they do. Number one, you can see a man here having sucked the other person's rectum, and the other person is poo-pooing, and this one is eating the poo-poo all over the place. Tell me, when you have a law against homosexuality, do you say except eating poo-poo? Hey, I mean, look at this guy sincerely. Bishop. Stagafulaizaha. Huh? Hajat. We do not want this sickness. This is sick, and it's therefore deviant. We do not want it.
Now, they start off by touching each other's genitals and smelling each other. Then this one smears the poo-poo all over the other person's face. As if that is not enough, he puts the hand deeper as Africans.
Did you see the lady? Oh, Lord!
Oh, shit.
He puts the hand deeper.
Deeper.
We want to ask Barack Obama to explain to us, is this what he wants to bring to Africa as a human right to eat the poo-poo of our children?
Look, man, shout out to Uganda. Shout out to my Ugandan brothers out there, man. They're keeping it a stack. That man said, Barack Obama, stay out, get out. Nick, do you want to eat the poo-poo?
And then he puts the hand deeper.
Deeper! Dude, I love this. This is the kind of content that should be on the internet. You know what I'm saying?
Classic YouTube. That's look, I will admit, 10 years ago, I didn't want to do it because I figured it was going to be like a stale meme, right? But it was way funnier than I thought it was going to be.
Oh, so you got to know the way.
We know the way, brothers.
Ugandan knuckles. So, Nick, let me ask you this. Did your kids find Ugandan knuckles somehow? Like, how did they find it?
They have not.
They haven't?
No.
I have no clue how my daughter found that.
Wait.
I think so. I think your oldest.
I think they've talked about it a little bit. Yeah.
I'm like, how do they find this stuff? My daughter just shows up like she's like giggling, showing him this is years ago, and I'm like, how do you find this?
My favorite Ugandan Knuckles is the one who showed up in the Soviet tank playing the Soviet national anthem. It's the fucking funniest thing. Justin Gaines says, have y'all ever seen Rev X? If not, look him up. He's great. I have not. We'll have to look him up later. Toliscat says, hail from fellow, though it may be crack and rum. Okay. I don't know what that even means. But I believe you. All right, man. I'm gonna read through the rest of the super chats here, because we're already past 2. This is a problem. Yeah.
Shit.
It's 2.
Dude, how do we?
It's almost 2:20.
Look, I mean, I feel great other than my feet being cold because it's fucking Mitsubishi.
How do you? Have you ever not complained?
Oh my God, my feet are freezing. Damn.
I go through all this trouble. I'm like, it's so fucking hot in this office. I want to make sure, have it nice and cool. And that way, like if Drex is over and he's in the office, it's not like horrible and he's getting tired and shit. And then you're like, oh, it's so fucking cold.
My feet are.
You're wearing socks like a basic bitch too.
I know, and it's still Dickies, and it's still cold.
Terrible,
terrible, man.
Are
you watching a movie tonight?
No, I'm playing a game. I watched a movie last night.
What movie did you watch? Wait, what movie did we promise that we were going to watch? We said we were going to watch something terrible. Lorenzo Lamas.
Snake Eater or whatever. That looks fucking great. What movie did we watch last night? It was Goon.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, Sean William Scott. Okay,
yeah, that was pretty good. I enjoyed it. All right, Hyrule 47. Hyrule 47 says, hey, Nick, hope your family's well. They are. Would a mandate for a vaccine only be applicable at this time to the Pfizer vax? Probably not right now. Probably not right now. It's the only one FDA approved. No, I mean, the mandate was already working. The argument that it wasn't FDA approved was not actually working in court yet. I mean, it might have been a way to get around it, but they closed that off. So no, I don't think a mandate right now is only going to apply to the Pfizer one, but it's going to have the stronger mandate. So, but you never know how this stuff's going to work out. Like Robert Barnes thinks that they've got some potential arguments to get rid of the mandates. I am way less optimistic, but Barnes is a very smart guy, so we'll see how it goes. Hyrule 47 says, also shout out to YouTuber Commissar Gamza, doing his part to stick it to Games Workshop, 3D printing, and calling them out on some of their BS. I was just watching his video on Omni-Man versus the Imperium of Man. Very cool. TLJ Screwjob says, didn't get a chance to ask you on last night's show, Drex, but if you saw it, what did you think of the Resident Evil Netflix series, Infinite Darkness?
Oh, that shit was whack. Oh, yeah, my brother had...
Are you seriously just being the fucking token from Not Another Teen Movie?
Oh, here we go.
My only job is to sit around and say, damn.
Shit. Damn. That is whack. Nick, my brother turned it on. And something's garbage? Have you ever had someone turn something on, Nick, that they want to watch? And then they start doing other shit? Like they turn it on, right? And okay, I'm gonna sit down and watch this Resident Evil. He's like, and then all of a sudden he's like, looks on his phone a little bit. He starts getting up, doing other shit. I'm like, you turn this off or what?
You watch this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My brother has a habit of doing that. You remember he would always leave some shit on and be like, hey Nick, watch this. And he'd go to sleep or something. Like, are you serious? See this whack garbage.
To the person who suggested Top Secret as a watch party, already done. Great movie. Love it. What do you want to see for number 9? Plot, characters, and stuff. What, Resident Evil 9?
Okay, so what do I want to see? I'll be honest with you guys. I want to see Resident Evil go back to taking the best parts of what they did in the Resident Evil 2 remake, right? And go back to third person. First and foremost, go back to third person. I don't think first person works with Resident Evil, plain and simple. It just doesn't. And get rid of Ethan. Never have Ethan as a fucking protagonist again, ever. Okay? Ever.
I don't play any of these fucking games.
Trust me, he's the worst protagonist. Nick, I would argue he's the worst protagonist in video game history. He's the most nondescript, useless protagonist I've ever seen. Dude, it's part of the reason why in Resident Evil 7, I'm like, dude, I just don't like this game. This character sucks. This location works. But the fact there's only one enemy type, the molded, nope, no thanks. I heard Resident Evil, oh, Ethan's dead. Great. I'm glad. Oh, look, dude, that's not a spoiler to me. I want Ethan to be dead. He is the worst protagonist ever in any game I've ever played. And Nick, if someone asks you, Nick, have you ever seen those games that like they start to lose their way? Because games have ebb and flow, right? Because
they
get a little stale or what. So I get where Resident Evil was going. There was an article written that I think is right. And you know what they said? Get rid of Umbrella. Just stop with the whole Umbrella Corporation, right? And make Resident Evil an anthology series where every Resident Evil game is its own self-contained thing. If you want it like loosely, thread in.
So make it Resident Evil universe.
Yeah.
And then just set the games inside the universe.
In a whole different environment. I think that would really help the game. I just stop at the first person. It just doesn't work, man.
Let's see. Next, we've got Crusader Saracen says Chelsea Clinton is so goddamn ugly that her giving oral sex legally constitutes anal sex. Law and Order SVU says, in the internet justice system, stupidity-based offenses are considered especially heinous. In Minnesota, a lawyer and his black best friend who investigate these vicious felonies are members of an elite squad known as the Stupid Victims Unit. These are their stories. Ed Gein says, check Discord DMs if you want to see how non-genuine Pokimane is. Rate her without makeup. We did that. Crusader says, I watched an interview of the CEO of Night Dive Studios, whose entire business model is remaking, updating old classic games to be playable on modern systems. And he said finding license and rights holders was and is always the trickiest part. And then as a kid, I loved the Area 51 shooter. That was great. House of the Dead, also fun. And the Jurassic Park shooter. Never played that one. Those were great games. And let's not forget the eternal classic Metal Slug. Silky Johnson says, speaking of feminists getting what they deserved, here's a video of a Molotov incident gone wrong. It's very short but hilarious. Also, did you see an arcade with multiple Daytona USA cabinets hooked up to a race? Oh, yeah. We've seen that before, or I have seen that before. They had the Daytona USA, like they had like 10 of them.
Yeah, Daytona. Dude, do you remember they used to have it because it was like pole position. So you had, I think it was 8 cars, right? So some of them had like 4, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you went to certain arcades.
Yeah, you could have 1, 2, 4, 8. It was wild. Uppercut into Orbit says, Drexel, you chose the wrong fighter to identify as trans. I would choose Francis Naganu, who sent Alistair into orbit and Stipe into the Shadow Realm. Just imagine when Francis punches Misha Tate or SJWs, it would be way worse than any
Agree.
other
He has a
fighter.
huge overhand, man.
I haven't watched UFC recently enough.
Oh, Nick. Look at his physique.
Yeah, I've seen
You see the physique, right? Like that monstrous, like that compact.
Okay, so this is a short video that was brought up in that last chat. I don't want to watch a bunch more videos, but here we go.
Oh!
Whoops!
Oh!
Notice that weak ass throw?
Oh!
Because they throw it from like right here and it goes 2 feet there. It went nowhere. It was like a 5-foot throw.
Yeah, it wasn't. But you know what though? Nick, now something that I've talked about with the guys on my channel is we talk about how female nature is universal, right? So when people say like, oh, I'm just gonna go here and get a wife, and dude, Nick, women all around the world cheer for abortion. All around the world. Like you can't find Argentina, Chile, Mexico, United States. You've never seen a place where they're like this. We're bringing in abortion, and all, or the vast majority of women were like this. No, we don't do that. They were like, yeah. And Rollo Tomasi said it once. He said, abortion is the ultimate form of female hypergamy, right? Where if you get a kid that you don't want from an undesirable, get rid of it. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like that's how it's viewed. Like, because it removes accountability, right? Like if you knew, damn, and that's why I've always said, Nick, the worst thing that's ever happened when it comes, people talk about hookup culture, feminism, it's birth control was the turning point. Because say what you want, you could have a hookup culture without birth control, and people would still be careful because like, yeah, man, something happens, there's consequences. Once you have birth control, Nick, and someone says, oh, wait a minute, I got, plan B, I got all these different things. I can just go
layers and layers of safety nets.
Yeah, there's all these safety nets. And Nick, and as a last ditch effort, you have abortion, right? The woman goes like this: I can just go stack bodies, and she did. A lot of them did. So the birth control was to me the real turning point.
Chance, welcome to Paralegal Status. Much love. Incogs 102 says, getting fired next week over the jab. Prepare, winter is coming. Your show has been amazing. Keep going and is a light to keep people from self-deletion. Oh, thanks, brother. Daryl 90210 says, I work at a distributor of produce. We sell a whole lot of cilantro in your town. Is that for you? No, there's a disproportionately high Mexican population in the nearby town. But I don't buy a lot of cilantro. I like it just fine, but the rest of my family's not a big fan. John McCain's glioblastoma says, can't stay, but my capstone paper for my degree is over the coof, and I don't get a choice. So I'm going to war against the commie cough and the lemmings on the failing efficacy of the vaccines. It says 1 out of 2, but I only see 1. We'll see if there's another one down a little further. Chance says, Nick, your streams on YouTube and Twitch have been a highlight of my nights for a few months now. Congrats, you successfully grifted this lurker. Hey,
nice.
Much appreciated. Serial Foxity says, they need this woman in the new remake of Saints Row so you can beat her with a giant purple penetrator. Aww. Face Lord says, I got the non-gay laughter tears from that video. A News says, message deleted by the Google moderator team. So, Google moderators in the chat, what's up?
Oh.
Not applicable says, Drex's mic is a little hot, buddy. Back that off one.
Oh, shit.
There's no way for us to know. John McCain's glioblastoma. Oh, here's number 2. As a Kool-Aid man. Oh, yeah, Drex. I'm about to pick up some German shepherds and play massa and runaway maids. Gonna lay down a whole plantation worth of BRD on these thoughts. They're gonna be singing songs.
Oh, shit.
Luminous Path 13 says, hey, Nick, search YouTube for Brian Fury continues to viciously punch the female fighters. You're welcome. Have you ever seen that video?
No. What? You mean like isn't it from Tekken?
Okay. Okay, one more.
Feds in chat.
You can see I've started watching this video
before.
Did. All right. Here we go. Oh, go back to
Come on. Going somewhere?
It's fucking loud.
You win.
Damn.
I guess it's just one of his victory animations.
Yeah.
You win.
Wow.
Oh no.
Julia?
You win.
Damn. I've never seen that shit.
Commencing mission. You win.
Damn.
Okay, I think we get the point.
Damn. All right, Brian Fury.
Aww.
Man, it's been so long since I played Tekken. Jesus.
The new ones, I have Tekken 7 or 8 or whatever they're up to on my PC. It's
Really?
The problem is, I don't have time to learn all those fucking moves.
Lots of inputs, man. You need the joystick because
Yeah.
to play Tekken, you can't use a controller or whatever. You got to go full on joystick, man.
Unknown edited idiot, whatever says, Nick, did you see the crazy person that wants to force her when he is 14 to get a vasectomy? Force her son when he is 14 to get a vasectomy. People like her deserve to be Minecrafted. I heard about it, yeah. Jackson Kai says, they didn't just laugh at what Lorena Bobbitt, many people did and still do celebrate it. A triumph of feminism.
Yep.
Avoid such women like the plague. Mr. LHD6 says, Drex just started doing pizza delivery, and I've noticed that a majority of blacks, rich or poor, don't tip. Why is this so prevalent amongst the black community?
That's weird, because I'm known to tip. A lot of people I know are known to tip. That's unfortunate, though.
Yeah, who knows?
Huh.
Stephen F. says, hookup culture is great for young single childless women and all single childless men who are even remotely attractive. Terrible for serious women. Funny Valentine 2024 says, over under on Herschel Walker winning in Georgia. They are pulling out the stops. They are pulling out the stops to make Herschel Walker into the worst black man on the planet.
I bet they are.
They're going after him as hard as Larry Elder.
Yeah,
they've already turned him into
Uncle Tom.
Well, they're going with the other stereotypes: wife abuser, thief, embezzler. Like it's Herschel fucking Walker, and they're coming out hard.
Of course they are,
because that whole racism thing is just a fucking lie. Brominated vegetable oil says, look up Webster Hubble to see Chelsea's real father. Oh, no.
Oh, Jesus.
C Goody 564 says, happy 30th birthday to me. Woohoo. Hey, happy birthday, brother.
Happy birthday, man.
Carnival Blackburn says, there was a kid on my freshman football team. He was in 7th grade and had to be ID'd because he was 6'8" and 310 and muscular. Shit. He is a cop now.
Holy shit. Damn. In 7th grade? That's crazy.
Jackson Kai says, look, I know it's a joke that Trump is the God Emperor, but can anyone deny that Barron Trump is proof he was working on Space Marines? Nivok the Orc says, man, my job just made vaccines a requirement to work. They might give religious and health exemptions. I just want to be left alone, man. Am I crazy? You're not crazy. You're not crazy, man.
Oh, have you ever seen the list of people who don't, places that don't require the vaccine, Nick? So, my man Big Herc sent this to me.
I saw it.
You saw that?
It's amazing.
So, this was sent, shout out to my man Big Herc 916.
Here, I can pull it up. List of places that don't require vaccine. Images. Come on. I saw it on Twitter earlier.
Oh, no. I'll make it easy for you.
Just message it to me?
Ricada. Yep.
Are you texting or?
To Facebook.
Okay.
So Big Herc sent this to me. The same people who are telling you to get it. Yeah. Look at that list. Nothing shady about that, right?
Here we go. List of employers not requiring their employees to get vaccinated. The White House, the CDC, the FDA, the World Health Organization, Moderna, Pfizer, Johnson & Johnson.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep.
Mr. Saucedo says, I have autism. There's so many spectrums. So long as they don't spoil him and use it as a crutch, he should be fine. Death Trout says, everyone knows there are no chicks online ever. Jackson Kai says, never understood why you'd steal a photo to catfish. Why wouldn't you just take a picture of some hot girl in public? Do they all live in India? They all live in India. Alex SPQR says, I do love how Nick fabricates these lies about not being obsessed with Pokimane. We all know he's top simp. All my super chat money goes straight to her. Not applicable says Super Metroid never got old. Space Monkey 0899 says Star Wars Rogue Squadron, Dark Forces, Empire at War, Pod Racer, and Battlegrounds. Xenobit says they also won't remake games if they sold poorly. Not applicable says The Ascent got lame toward the end. Strong 7 out of 10. Hopefully they make a replayable end game. FlyDeath18 says, I adored playing Time Crisis 2 and 3 in House of the Dead back when I used to go to the arcades. Man, we need more light gun games, especially at home. Well, yeah. LCDs don't work with light guns, so they have to use a different way to make it happen. Like, that's why the Wii had to have the light bar.
Yep.
The Xbox had to have the Kinect or whatever.
Yep.
And the PlayStation had to have the fucking thing with the glowing balls.
Yeah, the move.
There is no the LCD screens don't do light guns. Not applicable says, stop lifting heavy, you old idiot. Learn calisthenics. That's because of your knee is when he sent that. Not applicable says, out here hurting your dang neck, your knee, all of it. Bro, look, when you're old, it doesn't matter what you do. You can, I fucking tore my meniscus in my kitchen just stepping sideways.
Is that like Nick?
I literally just stepped to the side.
You're like,
and my meniscus tore and I needed surgery for it. The older you get, the shittier your body is.
Nick, I was convinced I was going to live my life and it wouldn't happen to me, right? I was like, oh, I'm going to be in the gym. I'm going to do my thing. And like slowly, but here's what going to the gym does for you, Nick. It just increases your pain tolerance.
Yeah.
The same, like when the people who sit like at a desk all day, they get injured.
The muscles also add stability if you tear or injure a ligament.
Yep.
That's why you could see, I think it was Craig Biggio, Houston Astro, slid into second, tore his ACL, stood up and walked back to the dugout. It's like, well, yeah, I mean, the man's legs are in good shape and he has strength. And so he's able to do that despite the fact that he had no ligament.
Yep.
The muscles compensate.
Yep.
It's, but look, when you get to our age,
dude,
you're just going to fucking start getting hurt.
This morning was one of the worst injuries I ever had, Nick, in terms of like just how ridiculous it was. To literally just go like this. Let me get off the couch to get your daughter a pouchy. And I ended up injuring my back. Still. But it'll be fine in a few days, though. It's not too bad.
Xenobit says, yes, arcades, quarter popping, the original microtransaction.
Oh, yeah.
Backgamer Show says, hey, Drexel, you want free cake? Just send me your P.O. box. Nick loved them. Little stretch. Amateur Ant says, when are you two going to pull out rocking chairs and blankets and start saying back in my day? You guys are about 4 years older than me. Well, I'm about 6 months from that happening, in all honesty.
I know, man.
Amoeba says, oh, wait, I read that one. Don Wanderer says, no more arcades after John Connor disappeared. TVOR11 says, fun history fact. Tekken Tag 1 ran on a proprietary Namco board that was basically a PS1 on steroids and life support. So the jump to PS2 hardware was a big step up. What's a pouchy? It's a little applesauce pouch that these kids have now. They have a little plastic screw top, and yeah, my youngest just eats those like crazy. Blue Satoshi says, why am I playing Mario Kart in an arcade? Because you can play as Pac-Man. Came out around 2004. Not Applicable says, saw that Hagar end screen as a 3-year-old. I cried. Xenobit says, combo breaker.
Oh, that shit was so loud, too. Do you remember, like, of all the games, Nick, that was by far the loud. Like, when you walked in an arcade,
Killer Instinct, you could hear it across the whole place. It was great.
Did you ever see the behind the scenes of how that happened? Glacius. Cinder!
Final!
Fulgor.
Thunder.
Chief Thunder. TJ Combo.
The single best announcer in video game history.
Yeah.
Fucking Killer Instinct.
Killer Instinct. Yeah, dude. He was up there. Monster Combo.
Not Applicable says, what if Shaq animated it?
Oh, man.
Robert Stratton says, Nick, we did get self-lacing shoes, Nike Hyper Adapt. Oh, okay. I'll have to look at those. RPG or 90 says, if you wanted to just see the funny highlights of buck breaking, Josh did a fun stream on it when it first came out. Poorly Redacted says, Nick, you're a nice guy, real respectable, good values, and altruist. Oh, God, I know this is going to be a mess. Always looking to help people, good vibes, good guy, greatest guy you'll ever meet. You've never seen a guy this great. Oh, hey, that didn't go south.
You're waiting for the punchline.
I was waiting for the butt. Victor Phantasm says, Drex, furry women only fook when they only wear a mask or in a fursuits in winter. Aside from that, fandom has gone down 90% gay now.
What?
Furries, 90% gay now.
Ooh.
Death Trout says, I have brass knuckles that were my granddaddy's. He took them off my grandma's ex-boyfriend when he wouldn't leave her alone. Jay says, wall and use ground news, Nick. Good way to find news and all outlets that cover the topic from left to right. Yeah, I've seen it. It's interesting. Delvin Death says, brass knuckles were recently made legal here in Ohio. You can buy them easily at flea markets. Colo Sign, welcome to paralegal status. Ascended President Not So Handsome Jack says, here's to the Drex Raw Dogging Susan Fund. You were doing the Lord's work, Drex, so we wouldn't have to. Thank you for your service. Kaya Stoy says, Drex, have you seen ABBA and Preach versus Fresh and Fit? Beta males masking as alpha males?
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that yesterday.
Yesterday, yep.
Colosign says, simps give incels a bad name. I've been an incel for 29 years, and I won't simp some streamer Thot. There's free sites that are easier on the wallet. That's what I don't understand. Why you would pay any of these?
Yeah. Why pay? Like, it was Nick on the hierarchy. Okay. People get this wrong. They these PUA guys and other people like worship Vag, right?
Yeah.
But the simp is below the so-called incel. And the only thing lower than being a bitch-made simp is the cuck. The cuck is the lowest thing you can possibly like. There's nothing lower. Because when someone says, "Hey Nick," well, because you talk about actual illegal deviancy, which would be like a pedo, right? Because pedo is the lowest of the low. So pedo is the very bottom, right? And that gets you yeeted. The next step up is a cuck.
Yeah.
Dude, don't be on cleanup duty, man. When you're a cuck on cleanup duty, that's just embarrassing. Be honestly, if you're like a so-called incel, I think sometimes these guys basically become vol cells because they're like, by definition, Nick, if a guy has money, he's not an incel, right? You could be like, I will pay the transactional fee to get, the services of this streetwalker. So you can't, I mean, by default, you're not really an incel.
Yeah, I mean, well, unless you don't have any money, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but no, the whole incel thing is going too far. It's an easy slam because
Dick.
Have
you ever been called one, even though you have kids?
Yeah, all the time.
Isn't that just the stupidest shit?
It was always funny to me, but that was something Dick talked about a lot. The woman's go-to insult is sexuality of the male.
It is.
Which
you're
is
gay. You're an incel. You
got a small dick. Whatever
yep.
it is. And so that like that's who ends up using the incel comment are women and simps.
Yep.
And you see it all the time. It's always if it's some guy calling another dude an incel, he's always standing some queen on Twitter, and you're like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yep.
Like
Matt Shea. Shout out to my man Undead Chronic for calling out the cuck Matt Shea. Oh, and Nick, you know what's beautiful about guys like that, the real simps like that, who call everybody an incel? They're the dudes that, like, let's say they get like one woman, right? And they're all like, you fucking incels. And they broadcast it, right? You don't know what real love is. It's when they get broke up, right?
Yeah.
When she gets caught getting bunker busted by somebody else, right? And when they start crying, because they're always crying because they worship, right?
Yep.
They don't get another option after that. It's not like these simps invested their whole everything into this one queen. And then it's like, uh-oh, because what are they going to say now, right?
Yeah.
You were bashing other men, and now it's like, ooh.
Xenobit says, that punch chick had the name Moldy Locks, the nickname Moldy Locks, yep. Will Peshesny says, Drex, I work in a federal male prison. We've got trans inmates. Funnily, they don't get transferred to female prisons. There you go. DCV, there's California has some trans, male to female trans in female prisons. They had to start handing out condoms.
That's beautiful to me.
The DCV Titan says, to think that Crow Cop left UFC to enter politics. He's getting old though, man. I mean, some of these guys we're mentioning, we were watching them 20 years ago.
Yeah. Early 2000s.
That's a long time to be throwing fists at people.
Yeah, you got to grow out of that and do your own thing. You just because Nick, let's face it. Let me ask you this: what age does it look ridiculous for a man to be doing like the shit he did when he was like in his 20s? Like what?
Well, it depends what you're talking about. Because video games used to be ridiculous. Now they're not.
Yeah. Well, here's what I mean. I guess Persona is a more accurate thing. So like Ice Cube was making the hardcore movies, right? Like, oh, I'm the gangster kind of guy.
Yeah.
It would look ridiculous for a 50-year-old Ice Cube to be making that kind of a movie, right? So
unless he's the wise janitor.
Well, likewise, if you're a UFC fighter, right, in your teens or 20s, right?
Yeah.
Even into your 30s. When you hit in your 50s, dude, like because why would you be? Now, if you're a coach, that makes sense,
dude. If you are a professional athlete fighter, I mean, getting past 35, you're starting to get. Depends how long you've been fighting.
Yep.
I mean, Randy Couture was fighting till 42.
Yeah, he was.
But he
different.
didn't look. I mean, his face looked 42, but he was in shape.
Well, and plus he got in the game late.
Yeah,
because he was wrestling. He was just a wrestler, and then he got in the game.
He got into UFC like
in his 30s.
Yeah,
like mid 30s. Yeah, he can. Randy Couture was still fighting for championship belts. They got like 44.
Yeah,
But
there's just a place where like I can't imagine getting in a fight these days. Like I know there are other streamers who are always like, oh, meet me in Knoxville or whatever. And it's always like they're trying to set up fights with people. I'm old. I don't need to fight shit.
Yep.
I don't need to fight anybody. If I'm fighting someone, it's because someone I care about is in danger. Like
Agreed.
That's it. Other
Agreed.
than that, I'm not throwing hands. I don't want to do that.
Well, and plus, Nick, here's the thing: what is the benefit versus the you look at the negatives, right, versus the positives?
Yeah.
So what is the positive? What, bragging rights? You see how tough I am, bro? I beat this guy out. Okay, sure, that's cool.
Yeah, these Fight Me IRL guys on YouTube, like, look, these guys are not in the pinnacle physical health either. Like these dudes, they'd be like me challenging someone to a professional fight. Like, who wants to see me professionally fight anybody?
Right?
Like
I do. I'm
fucking out of shape. I'm tired. I'm lazy. I'd break out into hives in the middle of the fucking fight. It would be embarrassing. I don't need to do that shit. I spent my time doing the fun Fight Club stuff back when we were like 23.
Yep.
Yeah, that was great.
You know what was great about that? The looks that everyone gave us.
Yeah.
Sparring and just like getting those repetitions and all that, and just seeing people be like, "What the what?"
Yeah, it's
good times.
Adam SK, I would unironically have a fun like sparring match with Hirohei because he does jujitsu and we're buddies, so that would be a fun thing, right? Like I could do that.
Oh,
probably
Nick. Someone says that you should fight Ron. Nick versus Ron.
Yeah. Well, Ron was like, "I'll set up a charity boxing match," because that's who these people are.
Of course.
But no, I would.
You look like Gabby J. Yay!
I would
super punch out.
I would have fun like doing a sparring match with Hirohei. I haven't done jujitsu in fucking 15, 16 years.
Well, you know what's crazy? Look at the deterioration of the body. Like just some of the injuries, like you said, knees, ankles, back, neck, and
the last time I did jujitsu, I'm 2 knee surgeries past doing jujitsu. Like it's been a long fucking time since any of that. Yeah. Digitalis says, in Trump, Barron's my son, my big beautiful boy. 2024, I'm getting on his shoulders and we're asking Joe Biden, who runs Bartertown, Joe? Who run Bartertown? Digitalis says, I feel an irrational need to hear Drex say, I'd pee in her butt. You've been paid, make it happen. You're supposed to say, I'd pee in her butt.
What is that? I pee in her butt? That's
he was talking about Chelsea Clinton. Oh,
yeah.
Michael Strelitz says, different subject. What do you think about the Afghanistan situation? It's a cluster. You know, we needed to get out of Afghanistan, and Joe completely screwed up the withdrawal. Like there's nothing else to say about it other than that. The people trying to say Trump screwed up the withdrawal. Trump wasn't in office when the withdrawal happened. Oh, he forecast to the Afghan government and the Taliban that we were going to leave. Yeah, in May, and they didn't move in May.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't do anything about it in May. They didn't do anything until Joe Biden moved it to September 11th, and then shut down the organization that Trump had created that was intended to get people out of it. And then we got thrown out. Joe fucked it up. I don't know how this is even controversial anymore. It's just old. But no, we needed to be out of Afghanistan over a decade ago, and we didn't. By the way, the other thing, people are criticizing Trump for leaving it to Joe Biden. Trump was asking to get troops out of Afghanistan from the moment he got into office. And the fucking military command, you've seen the simp squad of military generals, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
All those guys are like, nope, we can't leave yet. We can't leave because these are all the same people. They're all they're all these war hawks or whatever. And remember, Trump asked his military generals about troop levels in the Middle East, and they lied to him about the numbers. That came out. Did you ever hear about that fucking news story?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, the military commanders, Trump was asking about, troop levels and because he's trying to get troops out of the Middle East,
Mm-hmm.
and they lied to him about how many people were there because they didn't want to take the people out.
Of course.
It's So yeah, I mean, how he gets fucking blamed for any of this?
He's gonna continue to get blamed. Like, dude,
oh yeah, he's gonna get
Trump
blamed.
lives rent free in every Democrat's mind. I'm
Trump
convinced.
gets blamed.
Doesn't matter what it is. You get blamed.
The vaccine that they all love and worship only exists because Trump pushed Operation Warp Speed.
Yep.
Like, the poke is a Trump thing. Now they always have, anytime there's a anti-vax thing, it's always a Trump supporter. It's like, did you ask? You ask if they were Trump supporters, or are you just making that assumption? But Trump was the guy who got the vaccine done when all the other people said it couldn't get done.
Yep.
And now they blame him for the distribution. It's like, he had nothing to do with it. Joe was in office.
He's going to get blamed no matter what. It is what it is.
Scarfy the Strange says the Brittany Venti fight was from, I think, a May Day rally in the early days of Trump presidency. She got arrested. Sarkarin's Dave Farron says, I'm going to come. Malik Foxen says, deepa. Echo. Amateur Ant says, Nick, now look up what they do to cows in Africa to get them to poop. It will be worth it. No, I'm tired of looking at stuff. Tank Theta says, I researched the gay sex. See this? Scarvy the Strange says, I'm reminded of an old saying, savages are more polite than civilized folk because being rude to a savage will earn you an axe through the skull. There you go. Amateur Ant says, Drex said, get these mofo snakes off this mofo plane and get these lady boys on here. Drex, just joking. You're an awesome dude, lol. All-Star Apologist says, what's Drex's opinion on the Jacko challenge?
What the hell is that?
What the fuck is the Jacko challenge?
The Jacko challenge? Do anybody know what that is? I've never heard that.
What's the Jacko challenge, chat?
I've never heard of this in my life.
Fucking hell.
I didn't know this was a thing. Guilty Gear?
Oh.
They
the ladies gotta do this, apparently.
Wait, what?
Oh, this is just a breakdancing.
Yeah, she's doing breakdance. I didn't. Oh, so someone says Guilty Gear Strive, getting a character sexy pose challenge. Okay, so yeah, I never heard of the Jacko challenge.
These
it looks like it's similar to like the Bugs Bunny challenge.
These images are not even loading up for me. Can't show this on stream.
Can't show that.
I tried to do it. Well, this is going to be a disaster. Your legs aren't close enough to your head.
Yeah, I don't know what she's trying to do. She's probably going to fail miserably. Let's see.
Boring.
Was she even like achieve anything? You know, here's the thing. Do you guys? So Nick, here's the thing about a lot of these strong, independent women who are all whatever. Every time that they're talking about their freedoms and they don't like being objectified, every time they go online, what are they doing?
The Jacko challenge.
They're objectifying themselves. Jacko challenge, bust it challenge, silhouette challenge.
Ah, it's a dude. Fuck that.
Oh God, that's just wrong. Dude, we're not discriminatory enough in this country, man. Come on, man.
It's just a giant ass.
Okay. Hooters ass.
Okay, so yeah, what's your opinion of the Jacko challenge then?
I mean, for the ladies who have the look, Nick, and they have the flexibility, do it. If that's what you want to do, I'm not gonna stop Thots from Thot. And shout out to our girl Kat. She always says Thot's gonna Thot.
Yeah, Nick Jacko. Guys, I'm the least flexible person on the
crate challenge.
planet.
The fuck is the crate? Hold up, keep going. Let me look up this crate challenge.
Teehee says from California, and a bunch of medical staff, such as myself, are being laid off for refusing the jab. A hospital in Anaheim laid off 70 staff so far. I'm job hunting at the moment. The deadline for us is September 30th. Good luck. Good luck. They're after everybody who doesn't get it. Malik Foxen says, speaking of Jacko challenge, the art community has jumped right on that. People drawing their OCs in that pose all over the place. Fun stuff. Wrestler Town says, we know there are no women on the internet because the internet is funny. Damn. Ace of Spades says, hey, Nick and Drex. Turns out my cough and sore throat was actually COVID. Did the test today and I got it. This just feels like a bad cough, though. So now I'm stuck in my room. Wish me luck, gents. Good luck and Godspeed, brother.
Yeah, you're going to be fine, man. Like 90, was it, Nick, what's the survival rate? 99 point
It's
something?
high.
It's like it's over 99%.
What? Over 99%? That's impossible.
This guy's going to be fine.
Poorly Redacted says, I feel cheated. I praised your values and you didn't roast me for it, nor did you read it in Trump voice. Hashtag grifted.
Oh, that long effusive praise.
Yep, you got grifted. Listen. Well, look, you can write your comments. You can write your beautiful comments, wonderful comments, compliments, good words. Well, I've got good words. I've got very good words. Big words, too. You can write wonderful words all day, but you're not always going to get the Trump voice. Not always going to get what you ask for. You didn't even ask for it, frankly. And frankly, if you don't ask for it, I don't know, what am I supposed to do? Xenobit says, better announce Killer Instinct or NBA Jam. Killer Instinct, but NBA Jam is up there. Nick's Hex says, Drex, thoughts on Taylor the Fiend, MGTOW Brit?
Oh, I think he's actually not British. I think he sounds Australian. I'm actually subscribed. Shout out to Taylor the Fiend. I think he's part of the War Band along with Undead Chronic, Ribby the Party Frog, and Hammerhand. Some of those other guys.
Someone was asking earlier, is there a dude named Red Pill Mike?
Yeah, I think he passed.
He died?
Recently. Yeah, I heard
What did he
about
die
that.
from?
I don't know. I didn't know what the cause of death was.
Daughtery.
Yeah, daughtery. No, I love Taylor the Fiend. Shout out to him. Maybe I'll do a video with the guy one day if he ever hears this. Great channel though.
Xenobit says, rock and roll racing also had a bomb announcer. Mitchell Godsend says, got a D&D roleplay going with friends and bread soup has become an icon. Can I get a soundbite of how great bread soup is in Trump voice? Listen, have you heard of this thing? I've heard of this thing recently. I tried it. It's called bread soup. Bread soup. Apparently, it's a big thing going around. You've got soup. You've got bread soup. Not bread in soup. That's a little bit different. It's actually bread soup. It's wonderful. Terrific. I've tried it. It's a good American food. Probably one of the greatest American inventions of all time is bread soup. So have some bread soup.
Sounds great.
Amateur Ant says, always pay for the women to leave. Your bank account gets bigger and you don't have to deal with them again. I do it once a month and we have free sites.
Oh, he died of COVID, Nick.
Oh, did he?
According to a buff black MGTOW guy. So, yeah, maybe.
Okay. Malcolm Campbell says, did you hear the one about the Taliban and women who prepared bad food? Oh, no. No, I did not. I'm sure it went well. Shit. Okay. Where are we? Facefucker 4005 says, where's Mr. Peacock these days? I'm catching up on old streams and wondering where his channel went. He had to DFE. He got a proper job that needs him to be off the internet for all intents and purposes. Crusader Saracen says, did you see in Argentina right after they legalized abortion, one of the feminists who was instrumental in pushing the law died while getting an abortion? Literally not even a week later. I'll be Christian and pray it wasn't a judgment on her eternal soul.
Damn.
Taliban says, hey, Drexel, have you seen the Taliban trolling? The picture of the Taliban holding ice cream like Joe, them dancing like Obama's birthday party, driving bumper cars, and trolling Facebook on the policy of free speech.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I have not seen this. It sounds hilarious.
The Taliban have been pretty savage about big tech and American leadership lately.
I know that they've said some things about big tech. Dude, I mean, here's the thing. The women are going to submit to the real alphas. And when the invasion happens, doesn't matter who it comes from, 7 stages of civilization, these women are going to do what they always do. So congratulations to them for getting that armament of weapons.
Apparently, they set the woman on fire who prepared the bad food.
Dude, they have no chill over there. I mean, okay, so hey, Nick, watch this. That Steelers game.
Yeah.
What happened to that chick that was in Afghanistan?
Muhammad does not allow women to be at the Steelers game. Allah finds it distasteful that a woman was at the football game and she was uncovered. This is haram.
Bruh, it's a wrap. Dude, the other day, these females, dude, they're only acting like that, Nick, because weak men allowed them to. Well, hold on. Weak males, not men. Weak males allowed them to just get away with anything and everything. So, yeah, go over to these countries. Because, Nick, you notice, this is similar to like the nature of socialism, right? The people who are always like, I want socialism. But when you tell them to leave and go to a socialist country, they won't do it, right? Similar to this. Oh, yeah. Because, Nick, here's what's funny. Feminists harshly criticize Christianity, right? Harshly. It's patriarchy. Okay, so where are you going? Yeah, Islam. Mix. Yeah, you're done.
Amateur Ant says, I've had the sweet and sour sniffles. It wasn't that bad for me. You lose your sense of smell and taste and have a bad head cold for about 2 weeks. I'm a smoker. I drink every other day, and I'm overweight. This is about power and control by the elites.
Absolutely.
And with that, that is the last of the chats.
Damn.
Thank you guys for hanging out with
How
us.
many hours was that?
4.
Shit. I mean, if it was, I have to blame this AC for how great I feel. I normally look like a fucking zombie by this time.
I'm telling you.
Because that miserable heat.
It's been life-altering.
Yeah, because heat makes you, it like lulls you to sleep, right? You're like,
yeah,
this fucking heat is just so tired.
Yeah, normally by the end of the show, you're...
No, it's the heat.
Yeah, I know.
Because the moment I step outside, I'm like, oh shit, I'm awake.
I know. That's why I don't ever give you shit on it.
Damn.
So, all right, guys, we're out for the night. Thanks for hanging out. I don't know if I'm doing a show tomorrow because I don't know.
I don't think you should.
Yeah.
If you're leaving,
I might be driving in tomorrow, or I might be leaving in the morning. I don't know, because my plane's not that late. It's in the morning, and it's like, driving 2 hours in to be 2 hours early is a fucking mess.
I'm thinking if I were you, I would say no show. That's just me. If I were in your shoes.
Mr. Bendham, I just read the $50 chat. I just read it. No, so I don't know that there's going to be a show tomorrow. We'll see. But we
can watch that god awful movie in the daytime.
Which one?
Lorenzo Lamas. It's gonna be terrible.
We'll see what happens. We might do a daytime stream tomorrow on Twitch or something. Got to figure it out. But I will be on Twitch tonight for some gaming. We'll be playing some more Mortal Shell, I think. And I'll see you guys over there. But anyway, thanks for hanging out tonight, guys. Catch you soon. Have a good night. Peace. Peace.
Oh, he drinks a fair bit, but you realize that it just helps get his noggin jogging along. With his glass by his side and his kids asleep tight, we'll hear some law-splaining tonight. With his microphone muted, we'll laugh at this boomer until he explains it's all part of the plan. Watch his face become redder as he becomes meta, raging at idiots from Twitter and Erlang. From the white shores of Maine to the hills of Glenlivet, there's no one who explains the law better than Nick. So pour out a glass for the ones who have passed to make the law what we have now. Oh, his lady is fair, and she handles herself with the grace of one who has borne many children. As the wife of a lawman, she makes sure that he has the time and the place to provide for them there. So pour out an odd bag of Balmore and Lafroig. The spirits flow as the ones who get unemployed. So pour out a glass for the T-post on Twitter as we hear law-splaining tonight. From the white shores of Nam to the hills of Glenlivet, there's no one who explains the law better than Nick. So pour out a glass for the ones who have passed to make the law what we have now. Oh, the guests are all plentiful, from Thot to Drexel. They bring their perspective and spice to the mix. But the reason we're here and the one that we cheer is the one who is showcasing us his career. get unemployed. So pour out a glass for the tea, post on Twitter as we hear Lost Painting tonight. From the white shores of Nairn to the hills of Glenlivet, there's no one who explains the thought better than Nick. So pour out a glass for the ones who have passed